A service of KIBMradio.com, the Internet's home for an all old-time radio.
Wheat checks, rice checks, and good hot roastin' present Space Patrol! High adventure in the wild, vast reaches of space. Missions of daring in the name of interplanetary justice. Travel into the future with Buzz Corey, Commander-in-Chief of the Space Patrol! In today's transcribed adventure, Buzz and Happy have trapped one of Prince Baccarati's spies in a sub-basement in Jupiter City. Cautiously, the spy presses a concealed button and slips through a secret opening.
Commander, there he goes. Oh, it's no use, Happy. We can never break it down.
That's right, Corey. You can't escape.
Sirkin's voice is coming from that speaker up there. Sirkin, listen to me.
You listen to me. I'm getting off this planet, Corey. Prince Baccarati tipped me off that a guided missile has been launched toward Jupiter City. There's nothing you can do to stop it.
We'll return in just a moment with today's exciting Space Patrol adventure, Target Jupiter. It's Saturday, gang, no school, and here's a bunch of Space Patrollers who have real big plans for this weekend. They're packing up for a camping trip out on the mountains. In go the tents. In goes the hiking equipment. Yes, sir, they're packing power and energy now with a big case of bite-sized rice checks and bite-sized wheat checks, those super cereals that help us supercharge you. And, gang, not only are rice checks and wheat checks the best-tasting cereals in the universe, but no other cereal, flaked or puffed, contains so much nourishment in such concentrated bite-sized form. Nourishment that adds up to more zip and bounce and sparkle for you. And, Space Patrollers, September is Better Breakfast Month. So now's the time to start pulling up to your table every morning and having yourself a better breakfast with bite-sized rice checks or bite-sized wheat checks. They're off, power-packed and ready for anything. They had their bite-sized checks today. Now, how about you? And now, today's Space Patrol adventure, Target Jupiter. Commander Corey has Prince Baccarati's chief henchman, Dr. Malengro, in custody on the planet Terra, following his capture on one of Saturn's moons. Baccarati managed to escape while Buzz and Happy were rescuing Malengro from a perilous situation into which Baccarati thrust the brilliant but corrupt Malengro. Following Commander Corey's instructions, Major Robertson is preparing to give Dr. Malengro a brainograph test to learn details of Baccarati's defenses on Planet X. Now, in the commander's central office, the dead Happy is carefully adjusting the spaceophone receiver, while Buzz reviews a few known facts about Baccarati's defenses.
I think this ought to do it, Happy.
Are you all ready to give Malengro the brainograph test, sir?
Yes, well, I have enough key questions here to bring out most of Malengro's knowledge of Baccarati's weapons. And also, if we're lucky, Baccarati's immediate plan.
Yeah, I guess Malengro knows just about everything Baccarati plans to do.
Oh, by the way, did you pick up that signal again, the one to me from outer space?
Oh, no, sir, not again.
If it was a patrol ship, they would have used one of the regular relay frequencies. They would have reached me through regular communications. Well, shut off the spacephone. Let's go down to the brainograph chamber.
Yes, sir.
Calling Commander Corey at Terra headquarters.
There it is, sir.
Prince Baccarati on Planet X calling Commander Corey at Space Patrol headquarters, Terra.
Baccarati?
Let's see what he's up to now. Corey here. Go ahead, Baccarati.
Just listen, Corey. This is a warning and an ultimatum. I want Dr. Malengro released immediately.
That sounds a little ridiculous, Baccarati. Not long ago, you tried to kill him just so you could escape.
I'm not speaking out of sentiment, Corey. Malengro has information about Planet X that would be inconvenient for you to know. I'm warning you, unless you put Dr. Malengro on the spaceophone and assure me that he will be returned to Planet X, I'll destroy Terra.
Yes? How?
This is no bluff, Commander. I can blast the guided missile into Terra and wipe out the capital of the United Planets. And I'll do it.
You do that just to get Malengro back?
Whether he comes back or not is up to you. If he goes under the brainograph, I'll blast Terra apart before you can use that information against me.
What are you going to do, sir?
There's no use appealing to his reason or decency. Baccarati, do you take my word that Malengro has not been given a brainograph test?
You might lie to me to save Terra. Bring Malengro to the spacephone. I want to hear it from him.
All right, Baccarati, I'll get him. Come on, Happy. Let's go over to the security lab and have Major Robertson release Malengro. Robbie.
Oh, Commander, I'm glad you're here.
Robbie, I just heard from Baccarati. We're going to blast Terra with a guided missile unless we return Malengro to Planet X immediately.
I'm not sure that's possible.
Have you started the treatments already?
Well, no, sir. We didn't have a chance to start.
Well, why? What's wrong?
Malengro's in a deep coma, Commander. He evidently had some chemical concealed on him. Dr. Stevens and I have been working on him, trying to bring him to. Nothing we've tried has had any effect. He's practically in suspended animation, sir.
Oh, how's he going to talk to Baccarati?
He can't. Well, come on. Let's go back and give the news.
It's a trick, Corey. You're lying to me.
I'm not lying, Baccarati. Dr. Malengro has put himself into a state of suspended animation.
Ah, then he outwitted you, Corey. You might as well turn him over to me.
Suppose I refuse.
I'll carry out my threat to destroy Terra.
If I send out a ship with Malengro on it, will you guarantee its safe return?
You mean you'll accept my word?
I'll have to under the circumstances.
I can't afford that luxury myself, Commander. How do I know you won't try to trick me?
If you don't trust me, how are you going to get Malengro back?
Put Dr. Malengro in a spacesuit and drop him out in space. I'll give you precise instructions. My men will pick up Malengro when we are certain those space patrol ships are around.
All right, Baccarati. Let's have the space coordinates. I'll return Malengro myself. True to his word, Commander Corey has Dr. Malengro placed in a spacesuit. And then he and Happy drop the unconscious man off in space as directed by Baccarati and head back toward Terra.
I sure wish we'd got some information from Malengro while we had him. But maybe Baccarati couldn't have destroyed Terra after all.
Maybe not. But I couldn't place thousands of people in danger just to hold Malengro.
Major Robertson, Terra headquarters, calling Commander Corey aboard Terra 5. Major Robertson to Commander Corey.
Corey here. Go ahead, Robbie.
We just picked up a brief message from Baccarati. He picked up Malengro.
Good. Keep all space patrol ships on the alert in the Terra perimeter. We can't trust Baccarati.
Right, Commander. Well, we just received some interesting information from Jupiter headquarters. Within the past 12 hours, 7 of Baccarati's spies have left Jupiter City.
Do you know where they went?
Well, 2 went to Saturn. 1 seems headed for Venus. The other 4 are still being tailed by our agents.
What about Baccarati's men on Terra?
On no activity. At least among those we know about.
Now, those 7 who left Jupiter, are they the only known spies on that planet?
Oh, no, sir. There's 1 more still in Jupiter City. And there are 3 in Kepler City.
Well, that man's still in Jupiter City. Who is he?
Rupert Zirkin. He claims to be a purchasing agent for Outer Planet Space Lines. And in the last year, he's paid out 200,000 credits to manufacturers.
I see.
The odd part of it is that Outer Planet hasn't placed that much business with Zirkin.
But Zirkin is with Outer Planet Lines.
Yes, a minor official in the purchasing department. Outer Planet Space Lines is on the up and up, all right. They voluntarily showed their books to our agents.
And Zirkin is using Outer Planet Lines as a cover for someone else. Obviously, Baccarati.
The way I've got it figured, Commander. The president of the company wanted to discharge Zirkin, but our agents persuaded him to give him more rope.
Good. Happy and I are going to Jupiter City. I want to find out what's keeping Zirkin in town when Baccarati's other spies have left. A few hours later, in Jupiter City, Commander Corey reviews the files on Rupert Zirkin and talks to the agent who has been watching the spy. Now, in civilian clothes, Buzz and Happy are strolling through a small park in the pleasant residential section of Jupiter City. Well, that's Zirkin's apartment right across the street, Happy, on the ground floor on the left.
Nice place. Not too fancy.
It's just the sort of place a man with Zirkin's position in the spaceship company should have.
Remember, a man's coming around the corner. And from the way he's stepping it off, he's in a hurry.
It's Zirkin. Apparently his visit to the Detective Fast Labs was a success. Let's find out. Yes? Mr. Zirkin?
Yes, what can I do for you?
I'd like to talk to you inside, if you don't mind.
Well, I'm rather busy, but come in.
Thanks. Come on, Captain.
Now, what was this in regard to, Mr.
Corey, you're with Outer Planet Space Lines, is that right?
Yes, as a matter of fact, I'm working on an important deal for them right now. So if you'll please be brief, I'll appreciate it.
Of course. The deal involves Technoplast Lands. You've just come from a meeting with their production supervisor, Franklin Delaport, I believe.
Yes,
You discussed the purchase of 8 tons of Vatafoil, is that right?
I was under the impression that my meeting with Delaport was a private business matter, Mr. Corey.
Commander Corey of the Space Patrol. I assume you're aware that the government authorization you showed to Mr. Delaport was a forgery. Outer Planet Space Lines has never applied for a permit to buy Vatafoil.
Just a minute.
You know what Vatafoil is, don't you?
Not exactly.
You're a purchasing agent. Don't you know what you're purchasing?
I buy thousands of different items and materials. I do it by lot number, by name, by code.
All right, Happy. Tell Mr. Sirkin what Vatafoil is.
It's the only known substance that'll confuse viewscope beams. A spaceship covered with Vatafoil will bounce viewscope beams back in all directions and at reduced frequencies. Frequencies that the ordinary viewscope can't detect.
All right, Sirkin. Who do you know that would be interested in obtaining a large quantity of that substance?
I don't run Outer Planet. Take it up with the top brass.
I already have, Mr. Sirkin. Outer Planet has no plans involving the use of Vatafoil.
I don't understand.
You're working for someone else besides Outer Planet. You've used several 100,000 credits belonging to someone else to buy materials in the name of Outer Planet. I want to know who put up that money. Is it Prince Baccarati? Come on, is it? We know you're one of Baccarati's spies. You can save yourself a lot of trouble by telling us the whole story.
All right, Commander. I guess it's no use.
You and the other spies have been trailed ever since we picked up some evidence at Baccarati's communications center on Saturn's 6th moon. How do you contact Baccarati?
In the sub-basement. The space aquarium. All the records are there. I'll show you.
All right, sir. Take us down there. Watch him happen.
There's a concealed door here.
Go on in, Sirkin.
You'll find most of the evidence in those filing cabinets.
Uh-huh. Where's the spaceophone?
There's a panel in this wall.
Another door.
And it's my way out.
Grab him, Happy.
You're too late, Commander.
Happy, out the other door, quick.
It's closing.
No, it's too late. Look for that secret patch in the side wall.
It's not very well hidden. You can find it, but it won't do you any good.
Sirkin's voice coming from that speaker up there.
Sirkin, listen to me.
No, you listen to me. You can't escape, Corey. The release mechanism works only for my fingerprints. You can stay in there till the entire city is destroyed.
What are you talking about?
You probably know about Prince Baccarati's agents leaving Jupiter City, don't you?
Yes, what about it?
Prince Baccarati tipped us off that he was blasting a guided missile into the city at 1500 hours Universal Star Time. That's less than half an hour from now.
A guided missile? Where's he launching it from?
One of Jupiter's moons. By this time, it's already on its way. And there's nothing you can do to stop it.
We'll return to Space Patrol in just a moment. Here's a salute to the famous jet plane assigned to the vital Air Force mission of defending America's homeland, the F-94C Starfire, built by the Lockheed Aircraft Corporation, Burbank, California. Now, in just a moment, you'll hear from Tony LaVere, test pilot on the Starfire. Within seconds after warning, this radar-controlled interceptor can be off the ground and streaking to 45,000 feet or higher. Packing 48 rockets, it can fly and fight in sunshine or pitch darkness at speeds of more than 600 miles an hour. On landing, the Starfire can be brought to a quick stop by a parachute, which pops from its tail. And now, Tony LaVere.
You know, good health is important to a test pilot, and I have to stay in top condition. I get lots of rest and eat plenty of good food. That's why I like a good cereal for breakfast, like Rice Chex or Wheat Chex. They have real energy and they taste swell. Why don't you try them?
No other cereal, puff, or flake contains so much nourishment in such concentrated bite-sized form. Rice Chex, Wheat Chex. Get them at your grocers today. And now, back to our Space Patrol adventure, Target Jupiter. Commander Corey and Cadet Happy have been locked in a sub-basement on Jupiter by one of Prince Baccarati's spies, who has told Buzz that a guided missile has been released from one of the Jupiter moons and will strike the city at 1500 hours. Now, with less than 30 minutes in which to save the city from disaster, Buzz and Happy tried desperately to escape from their prison.
It's no use, Happy. What are we going to do, sir? If Cirkin is right, there's a guided missile beelining for Jupiter City right now.
Cirkin won't waste any time getting out of the city. Chances are he's headed for the spaceport.
Maybe one of our agents will grab him, sir, and then he'll tell what's happening to save his own skin.
With half an hour's warning, an ordinary guided missile might be stopped before it hits, but if it's covered with radar foil, it couldn't be detected.
Do you think Baccarati could have got a hold of some radar foil already, sir?
That's possible. You know, he ordered 8 tons through Cirkin. Well, we can't take a chance on Cirkin being caught. We've got to alert the Space Patrol.
Well, then let's start hacking at the walls with that bar, sir. It's the only thing we can do.
Wait, Hap, hold it. Look up there.
Huh? Oh, a ventilator grating.
Right. If we remove that grating, we might be able to crawl through to another part of Cirkin's apartment.
It'll be a tight squeeze, but give me a boost and we'll try.
As Buzz and Happy pry loose the grating over the ventilator, Prince Baccarati and Dr. Malengro follow the deadly trajectory of a guided missile on a viewscope screen from a hideout on one of the 12 moons of Jupiter.
It's on course, Your Highness. In 24 minutes, the missile will strike Jupiter City.
It's too bad Cirkin couldn't get the rest of those 8 tons of radar foil off the pan in time. We could have used it.
Perhaps it's just as well.
You're right, Malengo. Cirkin wasn't inefficient, as I had hoped. At any rate, the radar foil on this missile will get it through the Jupiter defense perimeter.
Yes, unless a patrol ship gets directly on stern of the missile the way we are, they'll never detect it.
And even if they do, it will be receding from them. Anything they fire at it from that trajectory will hit Jupiter City, too.
Back in Jupiter City, Buzz and Happy worked their way inch by inch through the ventilator pipe. Finally, at a turn in the conduit, Happy calls back to the commander.
I reached the grating, sir. From what I can see, it looks like the main entrance. Good. See if you can force the grating. Yes, sir. Oh, I can't budge it, sir. I keep slipping back into the vent. I've got my legs braced in the turn. I'll hold your feet in my hand. All set. Now, push. I think it's giving way, sir. I did it, sir. I can crawl out now. Good boy. I'll give you a hand. We're coming out right by the main entrance, Commander. As soon as you're out, rush for the street, Hap. You can get a surface cab. You can alert Space Patrol headquarters before we reach the space.
Rushing out of Rupert Cirkin's apartment, Buzz and Happy hail a passing surface cab. Issuing commands through the cab's spaceophone, Buzz alerts the Jupiter Defense Squadron. A few moments later, Commander Corey and Cadet Happy are spaceborne over Jupiter in the Terra 5. Simultaneously, around the Jupiter Defense perimeter, viewscopes are trained on the 12 moons. And as computers go into operation, the sensitive space monitors are trained on the 4 moons from which missiles could be successfully launched to strike Jupiter City at 1500 hours. From his spaceship, Buzz establishes contact through space control with several patrol ships. And then, as Happy monitors the viewscope scanner, Buzz checks with the Jupiter City headquarters.
Commander Corey aboard Terra 5, calling Major Robertson.
Robbie here. Go ahead, Commander.
Can you give me a report from Central Analyzer as of 1500 minus 5 minutes?
Oh, sure, Commander. Jupiter moons number 2, 5, 8, and 11 are now possible launching points. All others are eliminated.
Check.
Patrol ships report no objects trajectory from these moons.
There's something funny in this viewscope.
Just a minute, Happy. Go ahead, Robbie.
We received reports of a strange interference signal from several patrol ships beamed toward moon number 4.
What kind of interference?
Well, I can't explain it, sir, except to say it's like a big hole in the viewscope screen. Stars, other planets, everything's blotted out.
Commander, that's just what's happening in our screen.
The effect radar foil would make happy. Robbie, stand by for special orders.
Standing by, sir.
Some unknown object is headed toward Jupiter from moon number 4. We can't locate it exactly because of radar foil interference. No one ship can pinpoint the source. I want all patrol ships to spaceophone a signal when their viewscopes are centered directly on this interference. By combining all the signals, you may be able to compute the exact vector.
I'll relay your instructions, Commander.
With a special signal, each ship of the squadron relays to Commander Corey the estimated center of a blurred viewscope image. And as the data is received, Cadet Happy rapidly computes the trajectory.
I sure hope this works, sir.
Keep working, Hap. You're centering on the target. Stand by to fire space torpedoes.
Standing by, sir.
I've put our ship on the theoretical vector of the guided missile, Hap.
That bright dot in the viewscope should be the guided missile.
Fire number 1.
Oh, that was a miss, Commander. The dot's still there.
Fire 2.
Oh, missed again.
This is our last chance, Hap. If we miss this time, Jupiter City's finished. Fire 3.
We did it. The viewscope is clear.
Not a second too soon, Hap. Did you have a chance to make a record of the trajectory of that missile?
Yes, sir. It's on the Instaphone.
Run it back. We'll find out.
Something went wrong, Malengo.
The missile blew up before it hit Jupiter City. It was 50 miles short of its target.
Malengo, you told me these missiles were foolproof.
The Space Patrol must have hit it, Your Highness.
With the radio foil interference, impossible.
It was sure luck. It can't happen again. We can launch another missile at Jupiter City.
Stop. Wait. They'll expect that. Prepare a missile for Kepler City.
But, Your Highness, we can't hit Kepler City for moon number 4, not till Jupiter revolves into position.
Jupiter revolves very rapidly, Malengo. Get to work. Align the launching mechanism.
But, Your Highness, how about your agents in Kepler City? You don't want to destroy them, do you?
Yeah. They may have information I can use.
All right. We'll spacephone them a warning to leave immediately. But don't tell them.
Meanwhile, Commander Corey has ordered the extra patrol ships to return to their base at Jupiter City. Now, as he and Happy point the long, needle-nosed spaceship Terra 5 toward the capital of the planet Jupiter, a familiar voice booms from the spacephone.
Major Roberts at Space Patrol Headquarters Terra calling Commander Corey aboard Terra 5.
Corey here. Go ahead, Robbie.
Hey, congratulations, Commander. Just heard you intercepted Baccarati's dose from death before it hit Jupiter City.
Thanks, Robbie. I'm keeping regular patrols on the alert, though. He may try it again.
Say, I picked up some information you might be interested in, Commander. Baccarati's agents are leaving Kepler City.
They are?
Yeah, it seems to be a rush order, sir. What do you make of it?
It's hard to say, Robbie. Wait a minute. His agents left Jupiter City just before he launched that missile.
Maybe Kepler City's next.
It looks like it, Robbie. Hap,
Yes, sir.
have you computed that missile trajectory?
Well, I'm not too sure of the results, sir. The radio foil makes it pretty hard to be precise.
Where do you think it came from?
Well, right now, it looks like moon number 4, sir. Although it might be moon number 6.
Let's see the astrogation time.
Yes, sir.
As far as Jupiter City is concerned, it could be even but for Kepler City.
Well, moon number 6 won't be in the right position for several hours yet, Commander.
I'll check on 4, but I'll order a squadron to patrol 6 just as a precaution. Robbie,
Yes, Commander?
right now it looks as though Moon 4 is the launching site. Below the horizon from Kepler City at the moment, but in a few hours it'll be in position. I'm going to order Squadron 3 to accompany me to Moon number 6.
Everything ready, Dr. Malengo?
Yes, Your Highness. I've computed the launching time. It's 18:27 and 43 1/8 seconds.
It's less than 10 minutes. Now, you're sure nothing will go wrong?
It can't, Your Highness. Kepler City will be completely destroyed.
Look. What's that in the viewscope?
A spaceship.
What is it doing over this part of the moon?
Your Highness, it's a space patrol ship.
It's Terra 5. It's Commander Corey.
We're searching for it, Your Highness. I have 60 miles going to bits.
Malengo, don't fire at him just yet. I have an idea.
Hold at this altitude, Happy.
Yes, sir.
Watch the viewscope carefully. Dr. Roddy's probably got the launching site camouflaged.
Any time now, I could be blasting the missile toward Kepler City, according to my calculations.
If we don't locate the launching site before blast-off, the launching itself can show us where it is.
I've got the space torpedo on the ready, Commander.
With little luck, it'll be close enough to track the missile, whether it's coated with radar foil or not.
Commander, look out! Wow.
That was a space torpedo, Happy.
And was it close? Baccarati must have seen us.
Yes, he gave himself away by firing that torpedo. The launching site is on top of that peak.
You're right, sir. I see it now.
Terrific job of camouflage. If I hadn't seen the flash when the space torpedo was launched, I'd have missed it completely.
Commander, look. There's a guided missile rolling out of the tunnel, right up to the launching chute.
I'm getting ready to fire it, Hap. We'll have to blast it. Stand by to fire space torpedo.
Standing by, sir.
Have to get into position before it's launched. Just this one ship after it. We could never locate it with a viewscope.
No, sir. Not with that radar foil on the hull.
Fire, Hap.
Wow.
A direct hit, Hap. He destroyed the missile.
Smoking rockets, the entire peak is gone. Leveled flat. Well, I guess that takes care of Prince Baccarati for good.
Does it?
Well, doesn't it, sir?
I don't know. I don't know.
An action preview of next week's exciting Space Patrol adventure in just a moment. Something strange is happening outside Commander Corey's private quarters. Say, it looks like someone's tiptoeing in. Now he's going through the commander's papers. Who is this ominous intruder? What can he be searching for in the quarters of the Commander-in-Chief of the Space Patrol? Someone else is coming.
Happy. Hello, Commander.
Looking for something?
Oh, I'm sorry, sir, but I heard you tell Major Robertson that the key to the greatest secret ever to be revealed on Space Patrol is here in your desk, and, well, I just had to know about it, but I can't seem to find it.
Can't you, Happy? Well, maybe I'd better tell you. And you too, Space Patrollers. Believe me, it's really an exciting secret. A secret prize. The biggest prize ever given away to any boy or girl. And here in the desk, the key to that secret prize.
A box of hot Ralston? I don't get it, Commander.
Open the box, huh?
Oh, okay, sir. But I still don't see... Hey, there's a coin in here. A space coin.
Right, Hap. And Space Patrollers, the swell-looking coin that you'll find in every box of hot Ralston is your opportunity to win a gigantic prize that no other boy or girl on Earth has ever owned. So go to your grocers right away. Get yourself some good hot Ralston, either instant or regular, in the new package with a picture of Cadet Happy or myself on the outside and the handsome space coin inside. Be sure to save that coin. And be sure you're listening to Space Patrol next week, because you're going to find out all about the biggest prize ever given away to any boy or girl.
Next week on Space Patrol, the biggest prize ever given to any boy or girl. Wow. I'm going to get a box of hot Ralston with the swell space coin right away. How about you?
And now, a preview of next week's exciting Space Patrol adventure. Buzz and Happy are in a tunnel under the surface of Jupiter's fourth moon looking for Prince Baccarati. Cautiously, they stalk through compartment after compartment in the long, dimly lighted passage.
I think there's another door up ahead here. Where are these compartments I'm in?
Keep air in the tunnel in case either end is open. Judging by the upward slope of the floor, we're not far from the end of the tunnel.
Hit the ground, Harry. It's a blasting. What he sees.
Stop it right over our heads. Hand me the disintegrator before he fires again.
I dropped it when I hit the ground, sir. It's out of reach.
Keep down, Hap, so he can't see us.
I've got you now, Corey. All I got to do is keep blasting the way till I hit you.
Be sure to join us again next week for the thrilling story, Return to Planet X, when Wheat Chex, Rice Chex, and Good Hot Ralston again present Space Patrol! Space Patrol, created by Mike Moser, starring Ed Kemmer as Commander Corey and Len Osborne as Cadet Happy, was written by Lou Houston, produced and directed by Larry Robertson, executive producer Mike Debris. Other players were Bela Kovach, Ken Mayer, and Norman Jolly. Dick Tufel speaking. Our thanks to the New Jersey State Fair Committee for awarding Space Patrol its coveted Blue Ribbon Award for the outstanding television and radio show of its type. The award will be on display at the New Jersey State Fair September 22nd through October 4th. Now, don't forget to tune in next Saturday and every Saturday when Wheat Chex, Rice Chex, and Good Hot Ralston again present Space Patrol! Be sure to see another exciting Space Patrol story in your local ABC television station. Consult your local paper for time and channel. This program is broadcast to our armed forces overseas through the worldwide facilities of the Armed Forces Radio Service. Space Patrol came to you transcribed from Hollywood. This is ABC Radio Network. Wheat Chex, Rice Chex, and Good Hot Ralston present Space Patrol! High adventure in the wild, vast reaches of space. Missions of daring in the name of interplanetary justice. Travel into the future with Buzz Corey, Commander-in-Chief of the Space Patrol! And now, today's exciting Space Patrol adventure, Return to Planet X. A blasted heap of rubble. That's all that remains of the camouflaged launching base on Jupiter Moon number 4, aiming point from which Prince Baccarati planned to hurl guided missiles across 500,000 miles of space to destroy 2 key cities on the planet Jupiter. Last week, we learned how Commander Corey and Cadet Happy arrived just in time to blast the missile chutes and control blockhouse to bits with a space torpedo from the Terra 5. It's now a few moments later. Buzz and Happy have landed on Moon number 4, while the last grains of dust from the explosion are falling swiftly to the surface of the airless satellite. Wearing spacesuits and carrying portable disintegrators, they cautiously approach the shattered structure.
Take it easy, Hap. Don't go charging into that mess.
Okay, Commander. But you don't think anybody can still be alive in that wreckage?
I think we've learned not to take anything for granted where Baccarati is concerned. Whoever was in that control station may have been wearing a spacesuit.
You're right.
This looks like a chunk of control panel, Hap. Let's get to work with the disintegrators.
Yes, sir.
Remember, if there's someone alive under this masonry, we want to keep them that way. So don't blast too deep with the disintegrator. Just reduce the chunks of concrete to the size we can lift.
Yes, sir. Nothing under that chunk.
Try that one over there.
Many feet below the surface of the moon, right under where Buzz and Happy are searching for survivors, Prince Baccarati and Dr. Malengo huddle in the corner of an underground room.
What was that? I don't know, Your Highness. Perhaps they have found a passage leading down to this escape tunnel. Go to the connecting door and investigate. Very well, Your Highness. Well, can you see through the peephole? Yeah, that's what I thought had happened.
Highness, wouldn't it be advisable now to go down to the other end of the passage to the spaceship?
There is no hurry. We can blast off until we're sure there's no space patrol ship watching this part of the moon. However, we can work our way down toward the center of the tunnel.
Hold it, Happy. Put it off.
What is it, Commander?
Now look at this. I found it near a piece of the control panel.
An electro pin.
Yes, the pad of sensitized plastic with some computations on it.
Robots built electro pins. Somebody was here.
The pen has an emblem on it. Black mouth.
Prince Baccarati.
Hap, look at the writing on this pad. We blew up this launching station just in time. At 1827 Universal Star Time, Baccarati was going to launch a guided missile to blow up Kepler City, Jupiter.
Oh, then he must have been ready to fire it just as we zoomed in.
The question now is, what happened to Baccarati?
The disintegrated enough of the wreckage to know he isn't here.
If he had escaped across the surface in a spacesuit, we surely would have spotted him.
Yeah.
And that leaves just one alternative. There must have been a trapdoor under the floor of the control blockhouse.
A sort of double protection. A cellar.
Probably more than that. Very likely there's an underground hangar that can be reached from this blockhouse through a tunnel.
And he may already be ready to blast off the moon.
Have you get back to work with the disintegrator and look for the entrance to the escape tunnel. I'll go back to the ship and call for a patrol squadron to watch the ready ships blast off. Hap, how you doing?
I think I found it, Commander.
Let's have a look. You're right. That's the metal framework of a trapdoor.
Another short blast will clear the rest of the rubble away, sir.
Yes, there's a stairway. Bring your disintegrator, Hap. We may need it down there.
All right, Commander.
There's a metal door, Hap. Let's see if we can open it.
An airlock.
Get in and close the door, Hap. Let's check these indicators. Here's a gauge for passage air pressure. 0.8 atmosphere.
then Baccarati wouldn't need a spacesuit inside the tunnel.
Right. We can open our faceplates after we open the inner door.
Better close the door behind us, Hap. Wow, what a tunnel. I wonder how far it goes.
Possibly a couple of miles, perhaps more. Let's get going. We have quite a hike ahead of us.
Malengo, what's the matter with you? Stop pacing back and forth.
I'm sorry, Your Highness. I feel uneasy.
What about?
I don't know. I suppose it's being imprisoned in this tunnel.
What do you mean imprisoned? In a few minutes, we'll be in a spaceship on our way back to Planet X.
Of course, Your Highness, you're right. But suppose the Space Patrol does discover the hangar entrance to the tunnel. If they...
Stop manufacturing trouble. The hangar entrance is well camouflaged. The thing for us to do is plan what we're going to do when we get back to Planet X. Our number one project, of course, will be to get rid of Commander Corey.
It shall receive my entire attention, Your Highness.
Good. That will leave me free to solve our difficulties with our captive natives in the Arctic region of Planet X.
That has been worrying me, too. When we last left Planet X, they were on the verge of revolt.
We simply must keep those enduring mines in full production. Already I'm weeks behind in my timetable of conquest. There must be some way to terrify those natives into more effort.
It is unfortunate, Your Highness, that some of your own men, your guards and supervisors, are not cooperating as they should.
Listen. What's that?
Someone's in the tunnel. They've discovered our spaceship.
Wait, listen. Take a look through the door of this compartment toward the block housing of the tunnel. See anything?
It's very dim, Excellency. I thought I saw some shadows.
Get away from the people. There is somebody in the tunnel. They just come through the door from the other compartment. Space patrolmen, obviously. Who else could they be?
Better rush to the ship.
Let's finish them off. Get me a blast gun from the rock. This tunnel winds and twists so much. I've lost all sense of direction.
Judging by the upward slope of the fall, we're not far from the end of it.
Hit the ground, Hap. It's a blast now. Baccarati, see us.
Shot my body down. I'm going to disintegrate it before he fires again.
I dropped it when I hit the floor, sir. It's out of reach. I'll get it.
Get down, Hap. I'm blasting now, Corey. All I got to do is keep blasting away till I hit you.
We'll return to Space Patrol in just a moment. And now, gang, the most exciting news ever revealed on Space Patrol. News about a gigantic contest that's going to shake this planet like an earthquake. News about the biggest prize ever given away to any boy or girl. A prize that's going to rock you like a thundering explosion. And that prize is Commander Corey's own rocket ship. Yes, Space Patrollers, Commander Corey is actually giving away his great silver and scarlet spaceship, Chara 4. Giving it away to some lucky boy or girl. Now, just imagine. A huge 10,000-pound all-metal spaceship, 35 feet long, almost as big as a house. And that's exactly what it is, a clubhouse on wheels. Now, just think, a rolling rocket clubhouse, especially equipped with lights, real sleeping bunks, space lockers, even a cooking stove, and a giant truck to pull it. Take you and your pals anywhere you want to go. Can't you just see yourself zooming down the road toward high adventure, headed out camping, hiking, on sightseeing trips aboard your rocket clubhouse on wheels? And here's something else you ought to see. Dollar bills. $1,500 bills. $1,500 that comes as first prize along with the rocket clubhouse. That's right. The first prize in this terrific contest is a gigantic rocket clubhouse and a real truck and $1,500. Now, that's what one of you Space Patrollers will win. Say, here comes Carol with something that 750 of you are going to win. Second prize. 750 Schwinn varsity bicycles.
Terrific bike, Space Patrollers. Schwinn, America's best. with 3-speed gear shift and 2-wheel handles.
And third prize, 1,000 third prizes, 1,000 pieces of regulation Space Patrol equipment, 250 autosonic rifles,
250 outer space helmets,
250 emergency kits.
and 250 beautiful Space Patrol wristwatches.
Now, Space Patrollers, it takes only one word to win Buzz Corey's rocket ship or a Schwinn bike or one of the 1,000 other swell prizes. Now, sit tight, because right after today's Space Patrol adventure, I'm going to tell you about the one word that can bring you the great rocket clubhouse rolling up to your home. And now, back to our Space Patrol adventure. Return to Planet X. Buzz and Happy are in a tunnel on the fourth moon of Jupiter, trying to overtake Prince Baccarati before he can escape from Planet X. But Baccarati and Dr. Malengro have discovered the two Space Patrolmen. Through a compartment door in the tunnel, Baccarati is firing into a dim passageway with a blast gun. Lying flat on the floor near a stack of crates, Buzz and Happy so far have not been injured.
Well, that was close, Commander.
Get us sure. Let's go. Roll to the right behind those crates. Hurry.
There. If I only hadn't dropped that disintegrator.
Probably wouldn't hit Baccarati from this distance anyway.
Hurry! No use! I can't see you now, so you're probably behind a stack of crates. But that's not going to protect you.
Well, I'm lucky I had this spacesuit helmet on, sir. That last shot clipped a chunk of crate right next to my head.
Unless we think of something, Baccarati can just take his time and blast these crates away till he hits us.
If we were only a little closer to him, we could watch him. Hey, maybe we could goad him into coming toward us.
No, not Baccarati. He doesn't take unnecessary chances. Here, this might do it. This big metal drum.
Rocket fuel.
Help me drag it out into the passage.
But, sir, if you think the whole tunnel will blow up.
Exactly. Remember now, a full container of fuel is very heavy. Give me a hand.
Yes, sir. But, sir, this isn't...
Quiet. Better hold your fire, Baccarati.
Oh, you want to surrender, I suppose.
No, I'm just warning you. We're pushing a drum of rocket fuel out into the tunnel. Hit that with your blast gun, and you'll be shot through this tunnel like a torpedo through a space cannon.
You're bluffing. You'd be killed, too.
You're determined to finish us off anyway. Come on, Happy, push it out and roll it toward Baccarati.
Yes.
All right, Baccarati, go ahead and shoot.
You can stay in the tunnel.
He's given up, sir. He's locked the compartment.
Stay behind the fuel drum, Hap. Roll it to the door.
Yes, sir.
I can shoot the big now. Get the disintegrator. Here's the disintegrator, sir. Give the door a blast.
Yes, sir. Something's wrong. It won't work.
Fall to the stone floor. Probably broke the discharge mechanism.
Gone, and now we'll have to go clear back to the other end of the tunnel for the other disintegrator.
By that time, Baccarati will probably reach the spaceship. Let's get back to our ship, Happy.
Hey, Commander, I'd like to ask you something.
Sure, Hap.
Well, don't you feel well? I mean, do you feel weak or something?
No, why?
Well, that fuel drum. I could have lifted it easily by myself. It was empty.
Sure it was, huh? Come on, let's hurry back to the ship.
Meanwhile, Baccarati and Malengro have reached the other end of the tunnel where a small spaceship sits poised, its sharp nose almost touching the heavy metal gate that seals the entrance of the hangar. With a last glance down the tunnel, Baccarati climbs into the ship, followed by Malengro. Quickly, the prince presses a button that operates the remote control mechanism, and the huge gates slide back. Through the nose port, the two men look out into a black curtain of space dotted with bright, unwinking stars.
Put on the viewscope, Malengo. We'll see if any spaceships are out there before we blast off.
Yes, Your Highness.
We can't cover a very wide angle while we're still in the tunnel, but if it looks clear, we'll have to risk a blast off.
There are no patrol ships visible, Your Highness.
All right, we're blasting off. And I hope Corey managed to break through that compartment door back there. In fact, I hope he's right behind our ship when I cut out our rockets.
Patrol ship, Excellency.
Good. With our radar foil covered all, we can confuse their view scope. To contact my castle, Planet X, and report that I'm returning. Prince Baccarati calling Black Fox's castle on Planet X. Prince Baccarati to number 1 tower. Report immediately.
Black Fox Castle to Your Highness, Prince Baccarati. Murdoch speaking and awaiting your orders, sire.
I'm returning to Planet X in a Class D space cruiser. Alert the defense stations to expect my code signal at the outer perimeter.
Yes, Your Highness.
Do you have anything to report?
Well, yes, Your Highness. It's in regard to the Adargo mine situation at the polar cap.
Well, let's have it, Murdoch.
Production in mine area 5 is at a complete standstill.
Standstill? Why?
There's been a large-scale revolt. 6 labor battalions refused to work.
That's against my law. Tell the supervisors to drive the ringleaders out into the ice cap without food or protective clothing.
Your Excellency, the supervisors, I regret to report this, sire, but the supervisors have sided with the slaves. They refuse to enforce that order.
That's unheard of. Refusing to obey the orders of Prince Baccarati. All right. If that's the way they're going to play, I'll wipe them all out. Turn on the atomic heat reflectors at mine area 5. Have the brazier. Do you understand? Turn them all like rats. Turn on the heat reflector at once. Put it, pump them out. Put it safe that will do as they're told. I'll tolerate no insubordination. Is that clear? Yes, sir. Then obey. Prince Baccarati out.
Mass murdering rat.
Baccarati's no that. He's the most dangerous psychopathic tyrant in the history of the solar system.
How are we going to prevent those mines from being flooded? If any of our ships go near Planet X, they'll be destroyed.
We'll maintain this distance from Baccarati's ship. Fortunately, we're close enough to detect his rocket blast, even with the radar foil producing interference in our view scope.
If we close in on him now, we could capture him before any of his own ships could come to...
Yes, but I want him to feel that he's perfectly safe until the last minute. We'll let him notify Planet X of his estimated arrival time, and we'll start spaceophone interference.
Then he won't be able to call for help.
No, neither will we. It'll be a battle just between us and Baccarati. On through the endless reaches of space, Buzz and Happy trail Prince Baccarati, whose ship appears in their view scope as a tiny dot of flame surrounded by a shapeless blur, the effect of the radar foil. Finally, both ships are far beyond the orbit of Pluto. Then, as they near the outer defense perimeter of Planet X, Buzz increases acceleration. In his small cruiser, Baccarati smiles triumphantly at Dr. Malenko.
We're safe now. Even if any space patrol ships knew we were here, they wouldn't dare effect us close to my own defenses.
Again, Your Highness. You have outwitted Commander Corey.
I'm going to contact Murdoch at the castle. See if mine area 5 has been flooded out.
Hasn't been time yet, Your Highness. It will take several hours for the floodwaters to reach the mines.
Well, that won't hurt to let them know I'm keeping tab on them. Confound it. I know it's interference, but what could be causing it?
It is getting our frequencies, and they must be very close.
The view scope. Look. The ship is closing in on us. Malenko, why haven't you been watching?
I thought we were clear, Your Highness. You yourself said...
The space patrol ship. Commander Corey. And we can't call for help from my defenses because of this blasted jamming signal. Probably been on our trail ever since we blasted off from Jupiter's fourth moon. Well, if he wants to fight, he'll get it.
The ship isn't too heavily armed, Your Highness.
Oh, one lucky shot might do it. Take the controls, Malenko. I'll mend the space.
We're awfully close, sir, and I don't think he's seen us yet.
He may just be waiting till we get close enough to fire at us.
So that little ship couldn't have much armament, sir.
Uh-oh. Fire a space torpedo close to his port side, Hap. Let him know we mean business, too.
Yes, sir.
Nice going, Hap. That came close enough to scrape the radar foil off his hull. I'll cut our interference down to 20 units. We can talk to him without Planet X picking us up.
Yes, sir. Now, I'll set you.
Baccarati, this is Commander Corey. Surrender, or our next torpedo will blast your rocket assembly.
Prince Baccarati, Planet X emergency.
They won't hear you, Baccarati. This is a private conversation between you and me. Do you surrender, or do you want Cadet Happy to demonstrate his skill at space gunnery?
All right, Corey. You win.
Now listen, Baccarati. I'm going to join airlocks with your ship, and I'm coming aboard. Don't try anything.
All right, Commander.
Okay, Happy, take the controls. I'll board Baccarati's ship.
A few moments later, the Terra 5 joins airlocks to Baccarati's cruiser. While Happy remains at the controls, Buzz enters Baccarati's ship with his ray gun ready for action.
All right, Baccarati. Just leave the controls as they are. Stand there beside Malengro with your hands up.
Very well, Commander. I'll surrender gracefully. Take me to Terra.
I've got news for you, Baccarati. We're going on to Planet X in your ship.
I don't understand.
I heard you ordered the glacier melted to flood the mine. I'm going to see that you stop that mass murder. And the only way I can be sure is to take you to Planet X.
But if they see your ship, my men may destroy us all.
I'm notifying Pluto's Space Patrol to pick up Terra 5 and take it to Pluto. Our interference is deemed only toward Planet X, so your cutthroats won't hear a word.
Within a few moments, the Terra 5 is headed back toward Pluto on automatic pilot to be intercepted by Space Patrol ships. Meantime, Baccarati's cruiser, with Buzz and Happy aboard, proceeds toward Planet X.
All right, Baccarati. I think it's time you reported to Murdoch at your castle. And get this straight. You'll regret it if you attempt to warn them, understand?
Yes, sir.
Get a report on the heat reflectors near Mine Area 5. Then tell Murdoch you're heading for the polar cap to watch the fun. Got that?
I'll tell him I'm not landing at the castle first, but I'm going to the polar ice cap.
That's right. Now, I'll turn on your spacerphone and watch what you say.
Prince Baccarati to Murdoch at Black Falcon's Castle, Planet X. Prince Baccarati to Planet X.
Murdoch to His Highness, Prince Baccarati. We tried to reach you before, but there was some interference.
Yes, I noticed it. Did you follow my orders regarding Mine Area 5?
The letter, Your Highness. The heat reflectors were started by remote control. Of course, it will be several hours yet before the flood water reaches the mine.
I understand. Murdoch, when I enter the atmosphere of Planet X, I'll proceed at once to the ice cap. I want to inspect the results. That's all, Murdoch.
From a dozen control towers on the enormous Planet X, viewscope beams probe out into space and feel with electronic fingers the contour of Baccarati's ship. Electronic ears listen critically to the identification frequency radiated from the small cruiser, and then let the ship proceed unchallenged. The watchdogs have recognized their master's voice, and having done their duty, watch and listen for remote ships and sounds that may approach over the infinite horizon of space. Then, within the atmosphere of Planet X, Buzz Corey heads Baccarati's ship for the northern polar regions. Visible in the dim light are the atomic heat reflectors and the surging, steaming waters that roar down from the glacier into the valley toward Mine Area 5.
Smoke and rockets, Commander. It's a regular flood.
Yes, unless it's stopped, 10,000 people will meet a horrible death.
Well, can't you order Baccarati to tell Murdoch to cut off the heat reflectors?
I could, but it would be out of character for Baccarati to commit an act of mercy.
I see what you mean. Murdoch might get suspicious.
Alert the whole planet that the big boss might be in trouble. You'll blast those towers out of operation, Hap. Stand by to fire the space cannon.
Standing by. Corey, listen. Those towers can be replaced. I've millions of credits invested.
Quiet, Baccarati. I'm thinking of 10,000 lives that can't be replaced.
But they're subhuman natives of Planet X, most of them almost savages.
Yeah, look who's talking about savages. The worst of them is worth 100 of you, Baccarati. Fire! Well, that did it, Hap. We got all of them with one shot.
Yeah, but, Commander, the water's still pouring down off the glacier.
It will for a while, but with that intense cold down there, it'll freeze back into ice before it reaches the mine.
Hey, quit looking so sour, Baccarati. You ought to be grateful. We just saved you from destroying 10,000 people. They won't obey me.
If they're men enough not to obey you, I'd say they're well worth saving. And that's just what you're going to do, Baccarati. You're going to free them and return them to their homes and families. Get on that spaceophone and order all your ships here at once.
An action preview of next week's exciting Space Patrol adventure in just a moment. Now, here it is, Space Patrollers. The one word that can win you a giant rocket clubhouse and $1,500. And that word is a name for Planet X, the terrifying new planet Commander Corey is investigating. A name for Planet X, home of the evil Prince Baccarati, arch enemy of the Space Patrol. Now, gang, here's how to enter the Name the Planet contest. And Space Patrollers, in this contest, everyone can get a free prize right away. Just go to the nearest Weatherbird shoe dealer. Maybe Mom or Dad can go with you. the Weatherbird Shoeman will give you your free prize, a handsome interplanetary coin album with 3 swell space coins inside. And along with the album, your Name the Planet contest entry blank. You can also find out how to enter by looking on the back of a package of Good Hot Ralston. That's the new package with a picture of Commander Corey or Cadet Happy on the front. So, blast off, Space Patrollers. Get your free coin album entry blank and enter the Space Patrol Name the Planet contest today at your Weatherbird shoe dealers. And now, a preview of next week's exciting Space Patrol adventure. Buzz and Happy are in the frozen polar region of Planet X. Pursuing Prince Baccarati into the shaft of an Endurium mine, they're unaware of a huge figure lurking behind a shoulder of rock.
Baccarati and Malengo are in here, all right. I hear them down the shaft. Shall I use my atomo lights?
Not yet, Happy. Leave as quietly as you can.
This shaft doesn't have any side passages.
Happy, what's the matter?
Something's got me. It's lifting me off the ground.
It's a giant native.
Crushing my chest.
I'll give him a blast with my ray gun.
Why, you big fuzzy gorilla.
Finish them off, Granu. Finish them.
Be sure to join us again next week for the thrilling story on the ice cap of Planet X, when Wheat Chex, Rice Chex, and Good Hot Ralston again present Space Patrol. Space Patrol, created by Mike Moser, starring Ed Kemmer as Commander Corey and Lynn Osborne as Cadet Happy, was written by Lou Houston, produced and directed by Larry Robertson, executive producer Mike Debris. Other players were Bela Kovach, Norman Jolly, Ken Mayer, and Virginia Hewitt. Dick Tufeld speaking. Now, don't forget to tune in next Saturday and every Saturday when Wheat Chex, Rice Chex, and Good Hot Ralston again present Space Patrol.
Here's the story of the fastest plane of its kind in the world, with a word from the man who test flies it, Joe Lynch. It's the Air Force F-86D Sabre Jet Interceptor, designed by North American Aviation, Los Angeles. The Sabre holds the world speed record at 715.7 miles per hour. Wingspan is 37 feet, length 41, cruising range 500 miles, climbing speed 300 miles per hour. Now, by special tape recording, made at International Airport, the well-known test pilot of the Sabre, Joe Lynch.
The D is a one-man interceptor, so when you fly it, you're really on your own. That's why I see to it that I'm in good condition all the time. And one way to stay in good condition is by eating a good breakfast cereal, like Rice Chex or Wheat Chex. They're just packed full of energy, and they taste swell. I think you'll like them, too.
No other cereal, puff, or flake contains so much nourishment in such concentrated bite-sized form. Rice Chex, Wheat Chex. Be sure to see another exciting Space Patrol program on your local ABC television station. Consult your local paper for time and channel. This program is broadcast to our armed forces overseas through the worldwide facilities of the Armed Forces Radio Service. Space Patrol came to you transcribed from Hollywood. This is ABC Radio Network. Wheat Chex, Rice Chex, and Good Hot Ralston present Space Patrol! High adventure in the wild, vast reaches of space. Missions of daring in the name of interplanetary justice. Travel into the future with Buzz Corey, Commander-in-Chief of the Space Patrol. In today's transcribed Space Patrol adventure, Buzz and Happy are in the frozen polar region of Planet X. Pursuing Prince Baccarati into the shaft of an Endurium mine, they're unaware of a huge figure lurking behind a shoulder of rock.
Baccarati and Malengo are in here. I hear them down the stairs.
Use my atomo lights, huh?
Not yet, Happy. Leave as quietly as you can.
This shaft doesn't have any side passages.
Hey,
Happy, what's the matter?
Something's got me. It's lifting me off the ground.
Giant native.
Crushing my chest.
I'll give him a blast with my rake.
Why, you big fuzzy gorilla. Finish them off, Granu. Finish them.
We'll return in just a moment with today's exciting Space Patrol adventure on the ice cap of Planet X.
Someone new will come aboard Commander Corey's rocket ship. someone new will enter the pilot's compartment and take over the controls of the commander's great space rocket Terra 4. And that someone can be you. Yes, you may be the lucky space patroller who wins the rocket ship Terra 4 for your own clubhouse. A huge rocket clubhouse and $1,500 cash. That's what you can win as first prize in the amazing Name the Planet contest. And here it comes, pulled along by an honest-to-goodness full-size motor truck. A giant silver and scarlet space rocket, Terra 4. What a rocket! Length, a terrific 35 feet, big as an airplane. Weight, a gigantic 10,000 pounds. Equipment, specially outfitted as a clubhouse on wheels. And what a clubhouse! It's got real bunks built in and lockers for space gear, electric lights, cooking equipment, just about everything you need for camping, hiking, sightseeing trips, any kind of adventure, any place you'd want to go in your rolling rocket clubhouse. And space patrollers, all it takes to send the giant, great rocket clubhouse and the motor truck and $1,500 rolling toward you is one word. And that one word is a name for Planet X. A name for Planet X. That strange, mysterious new planet, 5,000 times bigger than Earth. The home of the cruel Prince Baccarati. But I'll tell you more about that in just a few moments. And more about the 1,750 other terrific prizes you can win in the Name the Planet contest. And now, today's Space Patrol adventure on the ice cap of Planet X. Commander Corey at last has Prince Baccarati in a position where the evil ruler of Planet X can be compelled to liberate hundreds of human beings whom he has forced into virtual slavery. With Buzz holding a ray gun on the power-mad Prince, Baccarati has reluctantly ordered a fleet of his ships to come to the polar cap to transport the captive natives to their homes farther south. From the ship, the commander is now supervising the evacuation by means of a short-range spaceophone, while Cadet Happy guards Baccarati and his assistant, Dr. Malengo.
Corey to Carson. Come in, please.
Carson here, Commander.
How many men are left to be evacuated?
Around 400, sir. They're mostly thugs and the dual technicians you assigned to help me.
That's on. You handle them all right?
Oh, I think so, sir.
All right, Carson. Notify me when the last man is aboard. Corey out. All happy? In an hour or so, we'll have every one of those natives down in the valley where the ships can pick them up.
What about Carson and the men from the other planets, sir? Are they going with the natives, sir?
They'll have to. And they'll be dropped off with a group of natives that are going farthest south.
Oh, you mean they'll live with the natives until our space patrol ships come to get them?
Yes, we'll take care of that arrangement as soon as Baccarati's ships get all the natives safely home.
You're taking quite a bit for granted, aren't you, Commander?
You aren't counting on your men rescuing you, are you, Baccarati?
Don't forget, this is an enormous planet, Commander. I control it. And there are just two of you. The nearest space patrol ship is millions of DUs away.
When you give the order to cut off the defenses, they'll be here soon enough.
Did it ever occur to you that my men might refuse to let the space patrol into Planet X? They might even defy my orders to keep from being invaded.
I thought of that. But there are plenty of people on Planet X who hate you. They don't want to stay here, and when they get a chance to escape, they'll help. Don't worry about that.
Sure, look what happened right here in your Endurium mines. Even your own men wouldn't work.
Carson calling Commander Corey, emergency.
Corey here. Go ahead, Carson.
We've lost one of our thugs, this big Grano I told you about. Besides him and Baccarati's men have made it tough for those people down in the mine.
What do you mean you lost him?
4 or 5 big thugs jumped him just as we were getting aboard the mining cars. He broke away and ran toward the mine shaft. Shall I send some of my men after him?
He's a thug and used to this cold climate. He'll stand a better chance here. Let him go.
Yes, sir.
Are all the natives in the cars now?
Yes, sir. Ready to shove off to the valley whenever you give the order, Commander.
I'll be right out, Carson. Happy, put Baccarati back after Malengo and lock him up.
Yes, sir.
I'll be back as soon as the last car's gone down the grade.
After locking Baccarati in the aft compartment, Happy returns to the controls to wait for Commander Corey. Meantime, Baccarati paces his narrow quarters and glares at Dr. Malengo.
You're supposed to be a scientific genius, Dr. Malengo. Think of something. Get me out of this.
I already have, Your Highness.
Oh, then let's hear it.
But all the slaves gone.
The last car is about to pull out now. A bunch of those big, stupid thugs. And a few technicians. Corey's out there now.
Excellent. When he comes back, we have a surprise for him.
Well, what is it?
When the commander searched this compartment for weapons, he overlooked something. This secret panel in the bulkhead. Look, Johannes.
But there is nothing in it.
I beg your pardon, Excellency, but there is. This.
Just a metal cylinder. What good is it?
It contains Valerium-12, under pressure, an irritant gas. It should enable us to overpower Corey and the cadet and resume control of your ship.
Splendid! Splendid!
How does it work? Just press the small lever on the end.
And the gas affects us, too?
If you point it directly at Corey and the cadet, and then cut it off, they'll get by far the worst of it. You'll have the advantage. It will be easy to grab their weapons and knock them out.
Good. Give me the cylinder.
As an icy wind whistles bleakly through the mountains, a train of mining cars begins its journey down the grade to the valley several miles below. Commander Corey watches the last car round the curve, then returns to Baccarati's ship. As he closes the inner hatch, he turns the heat control of his thermo suit to 0.
If I ever have to come to this part of Planet X again, I'll wear a space suit.
Just think of those poor guys having to live up here month after month, digging Endurium in this cold. Wow.
Well, it's all over now, I hope. Get ready to blast off, Happy. I want to be up over the valley when Baccarati's ships get here to take the men away.
All right, sir. Oh, can I take off this thermo suit? It's pretty warm here in the ship.
But leave it on, Happy, just in case. If those ships start trouble and shoot us down, we'd better be dressed for this climate.
Yes, sir. But would they dare shoot at Baccarati's ship?
Put yourself in the place of the men who heard the spaceophone message. Here was Prince Baccarati ordering more than 1,000 slaves released and returned to their homes.
That would sound odd coming from Baccarati.
You bet. They know something's up, but they don't know what. Still, his regular gang probably will carry out his orders without question.
Mm-hmm.
But suppose one of those ships is piloted by someone who wants to escape from Planet X. A captive pilot. Would do anything to get rid of Baccarati.
Oh, he'd blast us out of the sky before we could warn him.
Exactly. I'm going back aft and get Baccarati. It might be handy to have him near the spaceophone when his men show up. And don't blast off till I get back.
You're coming, Mango. Get ready to rush them when I release the gas.
Yes, Johannes.
All right, Baccarati. Come on up front. We're blasting off.
Of course, Commander. Just as you say. Get his gun, Malengo. No, you don't. I can't get the gun. Come on, we'll get out of the ship. Hurry, while Corey can't see to the airlock. Happy, stop them. Happy, stop right where you are, Baccarati. Try and stop me, cadet. Hurry, Malengo. They're both blinded.
But, Your Highness, we can't go outside.
Will you come on? I'll be out her hatch. Goodbye, Corey.
Highness, where can we go? We'll freeze to death.
Into the first mine shaft. It will be warmer there.
They'll track us down and we're unarmed.
There's a spaceship hidden in a cave. If we can make that, we're safe. Come on, into the shaft. Hurry before Corey sees us. Wood out of the wind. Anyway.
It's still cold. Your Highness, look. A man, a monster. Back in the shaft.
One very tall.
He's coming toward us. Use the gas on him.
I can't. I got the cylinder jumping out of the ship. And you come save me. Who are you? Me, Granu, overseer. Granu make all parts work hard. Oh, yes, Granu. Of course, I've heard of your loyal service. Take Granu with you in Skysled. Granu work for you, always. Of course, Granu. But there are two wicked men here. They're trying to harm me. They are bad men. Do you understand? Granu, understand. You must stop them. Press back against the wall of the shaft. If they come in here, kill them. Kill?
Yes, they're coming.
Granu, don't let them get past you. Stop them, or you will stay here forever.
Must have gone into this shaft, Happy.
Yes, sir. You're right about that gas wearing off, sir. My eyes feel smart, though. They're running through the shaft and might be able to hear them stopping me. Shall we get a time? We'll just quietly as we can. The shaft that we heard safe.
Happy, what's the matter?
Something's got me. It's lifting me off the ground.
It's a giant frog.
Where's my chest?
I'll give him a blast with my rake.
Why, you big fuzzy gorilla.
Finish them off, General. Finish them!
We'll return to Space Patrol in just a moment. Look out! Clear the way! Here it comes! America's best-looking, best-riding bicycle, the Schwinn Varsity. The bike with 3-speed gear shift for double-fast pickup and 2-wheel handbrakes for double-safe stopping. Yes, that's the bike 750 of you Space Patrollers are going to be riding, because the second prize group in the great Name the Planet contest is 750 Schwinn Varsity bikes. Gang, there just never was a contest like this before. A contest in which you have a chance to win a huge rocket clubhouse on wheels and 750 chances to win a Schwinn bicycle. And, gang, listen to what you've got 1,000 chances to win. Third prize group, 1,000 pieces of regulation Space Patrol equipment, 250 autosonic rifles, 250 outer space helmets, 250 Space Patrol emergency kits, and 250 stainless steel Space Patrol wristwatches. And remember, all it takes to win the Rocket Clubhouse or a Schwinn bike or one of the other big prizes is a name for Planet X. You just name that tremendous new world, 5,000 times bigger than Earth. Planet X, land of man-eating plants, enormous monsters, kingdom of the arch-enemy of the Space Patrol. And, gang, this is the easiest contest you've ever heard of. The contest in which everyone, yes, everyone, can get a free prize. So be on the lookout, because in just a little while, I'm going to tell you how you can enter the exciting Name the Planet contest and get your free prize. And now, back to our Space Patrol adventure on the ice cap of Planet X. Fleeing into the shaft of the Endurium mines on the polar ice cap of Planet X, Baccarati and Malengro encountered Granu, a member of a race of shaggy giants that inhabit the Arctic regions of the remote planet. Knowing that Granu has been driven away by his fellow tribesmen as a traitor, Baccarati promised to help the abandoned native if he would attack Buzz and Happy when they entered the mine shaft.
Granu, finish them, I tell you. Finish? Yes, kill them. Don't you understand?
You? No. Tog, not kill.
What do you mean, Togs don't kill? Did your own tribe drive you away? Didn't they leave you here to die?
I'd not kill Granu.
Oh, I thought you were going to obey my command.
Granu obey. I must tell Granu to stop men. Granu do this. Now take me in Skysled. Take me where Granu can find food.
Oh, those fucking savages. Your Highness, let's get to that ship before we freeze to death.
We might as well go in our own ship now. But first, I'll just release Corey and the cadet of their message.
Granu, I'm with you. Granu worked hard for Highness. Granu make other men work too.
You're used to it to go with them. Ever see a ray gun work?
Ray gun?
Yes. It works like this.
Granu like that. Let Granu play with ray gun.
It didn't phase him. Shoot again.
Granu wants to play.
It worked all right. Just took a little longer to numb their primitive nervous system. What a monster. Well, maybe he did finish for you, Cadet. But just to make sure, what are you doing, Your Highness? I'm turning the heat control on the thermosuit to 0. Lying here in the sub-freezing temperature, they won't last 20 minutes. How about the sun? You revive him and all. Oh, what do I care what happens to this woolly barbarian? Whether he lives or not, he can't harm us. Can he?
Suppose not, Johannes.
Then let's get going. I have some new orders. Now, if you turn on the spaceophone and contact my ship.
Johannes. Something's wrong here. Look, the spaceophone panel is smashed.
Smashed? What?
It is smashed. How did that happen?
During my scuffle with the cadet, I must have pushed him into it after I shoved the gas in his face. All the miserable luck. We don't contact those ships. They'll carry out the rescue after all.
Perhaps we can intercept them.
I got it. We'll let them pick up those slaves. We'll head for my castle and spaceophone other instructions. Those slaves will be sorry they didn't stay here in the Endurium mine. Let's blast off.
Less than a minute later, the reverberations of Baccarati's rockets die out in the frozen air, leaving only the sound of the Arctic wind to shriek across the polar ice cap of Canada. Finally, in the dim light of the mine shaft, a figure moves and with difficulty sits upright. It is Buzz Corey. Shivering with cold, he looks around, first at Cadet Happy's still form, then at the shaggy hulk of Granu, the giant frog. Fingers clumsy with cold, he finally turns up the heat control of his thermo suit and does the same to Happy's. A moment later, Happy stirs, opens his eyes, and looks at the command.
Okay. Hey, you're still alive.
For the time being, somebody turned our heat control to zero.
I hope so. The mine's warming up now. Hey, where's that thing that grabbed me and slammed me against the side of the shaft? Uh-oh.
He's harmless now. A ray gun put him to sleep.
Oh, then you got him after all.
I didn't do it.
Well, then who did?
Baccarati.
Oh, wait a minute. Baccarati wasn't iron.
He is now. Our guns are gone. Now, let's take a look outside.
The ship?
Yeah. Although I've got a pretty good idea what to see. Or rather, won't see.
Yep. Gone. Well, this is just dandy. Stranded on this ice cap a million miles from nowhere. No, listen. Back in the shaft.
The fog is coming too.
Hey, we better get away from here before he comes after us.
If he wants to get us, it isn't going to do us any good to run. Besides, I don't think he'll hurt us. No.
Yeah, but look what he did to us before.
I know, but this man is an outcast, driven away by his own people. He knows he's stranded here. I think he'd prefer company, particularly since he knows the company he can lick.
Hey, and he knows these mines pretty well. Maybe he has some food stashed away.
Now, come on, Hap. Let's try to shoot him. You're Granu, aren't you? We're your friends, Granu.
You not have ray gun?
No, we have nothing that could hurt you. We don't want to hurt you.
Granu can hurt you.
We know that. We proved it. But you're not going to hurt us, Granu.
You not afraid of Granu? You not hate Granu?
No, we don't hate you.
You take Granu in big sky sled? Take him find food?
Sky sled?
He needs a spaceship. People probably use sleds, like the Eskimos on Earth used centuries ago.
Sorry, Granu, but our space, the sky sled we came in is gone. Prince Baccarati took it. If Baccarati means anything to him.
Highness bad man. Highness lied to Granu. Granu not work for Highness. You take Granu in sky sled, Granu work for you.
Well, you don't understand, Granu. There is no sky sled.
Wait, Happy. When Baccarati saw he couldn't overpower us, he escaped from the ship. Would he have done that if he was sure to be stranded here?
Oh, that's right. He could have surrendered, stayed in the ship, and waited for another chance.
Granu, is there a sky sled somewhere near the mine?
Yes. Come. Granu, take it.
We're still happy. And I hope he knows the difference between a spaceship and an excavating machine.
Wow, look at the strides he takes. Hey, Granu, Hey, Granu, how much farther is it? I'm about to drop.
Not far. Sky sled, round corner.
Hope he knows what he's talking about.
So do I. Hey, I see a light ahead.
The shaft is widening.
There's something big in the opening.
There, sky sled.
It's a ship, all right.
Hey, hurry up, Grant. Get a move on.
Thought you were tired.
Not now.
Up the ladder, Hap.
It's only an atmosphere ship.
A few moments ago, you would have settled for a 20th century bicycle.
I know, but... Well, with a space job, we'd stand a chance of getting off this planet.
You worry about that when you've got Baccarati. Watch your head, Granu. The top of that hatch is pretty low for a man your size. Secure the hatch, Happy.
Hey, this isn't a bad little ship, sir.
Stand by to blast off.
Standing by, sir. Oh, where are we headed, sir?
To find Baccarati. We've got to give him something to worry about before he has time to bring misery to those people waiting in the valley.
There is the castle, Malengo. In a few minutes, I'll be in my tower, watching those worthless slaves go to their doom.
Your Highness, the identification signal.
Oh, what about it?
So the ship can get through the electronic force field around your castle.
Isn't it working? It should be automatic.
Must have been damaged when the space opponent left.
We'll circle the castle until they recognize my ship and cut the fill. What was that?
Ground emplacements around the castle. They're firing at us.
The fools! Can they recognize my ship? The idiots!
We're hit. They got us.
We'll head back north for those hills.
Losing altitude, Your Highness.
If we can make it over the hills, we'll stay.
Perhaps they've tried to contact you by space abroad. We can't reply. We can't even receive. And we sent out no identification signal.
But don't they know my ship, and they see it?
Perhaps they figured some imposter was aboard. It's just the sort of trick Corey might try to gain entrance to the castle.
But Corey's in the mine shaft, up on the polar ice cap.
But your men don't know that. Your Highness, we're going to crash.
Let go of me, you fool!
Are you hurt, Your Highness?
How do I know till I stand up? Stop asking foolish questions and get me out of this mess.
Your Highness. Look, the small atmosphere ship. It has seen us. It's going to land.
Oh, don't stand there gibbering. Get that hatch open.
Yes, the illustrious one. In a few moments, you'll be back in your castle.
Yes. Listen, come on. What are you waiting for? Well, where's the planet of this ship? Is this any way to greet your ruler?
Welcome aboard, Baccarati.
Hurry! No, don't reach for that gun, Baccarati. I'll do it. Thank you.
I'm glad to see you weren't hurt in the crash. It'll make it easier for us to get through the force field and into the castle.
How did you find this ship?
We had a guide. Oh, and you'll be happy to learn that your men carried out your orders perfectly. We just heard a space phone report that the natives have all been returned safely to their homes.
And now we're going to have you arrange to let some Space Patrol ships in to pick up the technicians from the United States.
I'm sure you'll cooperate, Baccarati, when you see your guard. He's crouching in the corridor waiting for him.
It's Todd. Run!
Close the hatch, Happy. Stand by to blast off.
Standing by, sir.
Standing by, sir.
Hey, Mr. Granu.
An exciting preview of next week's Space Patrol adventure in just a moment. Easy as 1, 2, 3. Gang, that's how easy it is to enter the Name the Planet contest and get a free prize. 1. Go to your nearest Weatherbird shoe store. 2. The Weatherbird shoe man will give you your free prize, a swell-looking interplanetary coin album with 3 real space coins inside. Terrific coins, big as a $50, with designs of planets colored in starlight silver. So good-looking, you'll want to collect them and trade them with all your pals. And 3, right there in the coin album, you'll find your Name the Planet contest entry blank with easy directions for sending in your name for Planet X. Now, if there's no Weatherbird shoe dealer in your neighborhood, find where else to get your coin album and entry blank by looking on the back of a package of good hot Ralston, either instant or regular. But make sure it's a new package with a picture of Commander Corey or Cadet Happy on the front. So hurry, gang. Start now to win the Rocket Clubhouse or one of the 1,750 other big prizes. Get your free coin album and entry blank and enter the Space Patrol Name the Planet contest at your Weatherbird shoe dealers. And now, a preview of next week's exciting Space Patrol adventure. Buzz and Happy are in the control tower of Prince Baccarati's castle, ready to force the prince to permit a rescue squadron to reach Planet X. Suddenly, apparently from nowhere, Baccarati's assistant, Murdoch, produces a weapon.
Commander, Murdoch's got a gun.
Stop it, Murdoch. Murdoch, we've got blast cartridges in our hand. If you shoot us, you'll blow up the whole tower.
Better hold it, Murdoch.
Murdoch, have you lost your mind?
One more step.
Be sure to join us again next week for the thrilling story, Rescue from Planet X, when Wheat Chex, Rice Chex, and Good Hot Lonesome again present Space Patrol! Space Patrol, created by Mike Moser, starring Ed Kemmer as Commander Corey and Len Osborne as Cadet Happy, was written by Lou Houston, produced and directed by Larry Robertson, executive producer Mike Devery. Other players were Bela Kobach, Norman Jolly, and Ken Mayer. Dick Tufeld speaking. Now, don't forget to tune in next Saturday and every Saturday when Wheat Chex, Rice Chex, and Good Hot Wilson again present Space Patrol! Dick Tufeld in Los Angeles reporting on a plane that can fly 1,000 miles without refueling, the North American F-J-2 Fury. Now, in a moment, we'll hear from the well-known test pilot on this Navy jet fighter, J. Ray Donahue, Jr. The Fury is a carrier-based plane armed with 4 20-millimeter cannons. It flies 650 miles per hour, has an altitude mark of 45,000 feet. Its length, 37 feet. Now, J. Ray Donahue, Jr., recorded at Edwards Air Force Base.
To fly at supersonic speeds, the test pilot must have plenty of energy. That's why I always get a good night's sleep and start the day off with a good breakfast cereal like Rice Chex or Wheat Chex. They have plenty of energy, and they taste mighty fine. And I know that you'll like them, too.
No other cereal, puff or flake, contains so much nourishment in such concentrated bite-sized form. So take a tip from J. Ray Donahue, Jr., Bob Love, and other top test pilots. Make your cereals Rice Chex, Wheat Chex. Be sure to see another exciting Space Patrol program on your local ABC television station. Consult your local paper for time and channel. This program is broadcast to our armed forces overseas through the worldwide facilities of the Armed Forces Radio Service. Space Patrol came to you transcribed from Hollywood. This is ABC Radio Network. Instant Ralston and regular Ralston, the hot whole wheat cereals in the red and white checkerboard packages, present Space Patrol! High adventure in the wild, vast reaches of space. Missions of daring in the name of interplanetary justice. Travel into the future with Buzz Corey, Commander-in-Chief of the Space Patrol! In today's transcribed Space Patrol adventure, Buzz and Happy are in the control tower of Prince Baccarati's castle, ready to force the prince to permit a rescue squadron to reach Planet X. Suddenly, apparently from nowhere, Baccarati's assistant, Murdoch, produces a weapon.
Commander, Murdoch's got a gun.
Stop it, Murdoch. Murdoch, we've got blast cartridges in our hands. If you shoot us, you'll blow up the whole tower.
Better hold it, Murdoch.
Murdoch, have you lost your mind?
One more step.
We'll return in just a moment with today's exciting Space Patrol adventure, Rescue from Planet X. Hi, Space Patrollers. There's lots of excitement here in the main post office at Space Patrol headquarters. We're swamped with entries in the Name the Planet contest. Here comes another batch of mail. Yes, it looks like just about everybody in the universe is trying to win the gigantic Rocket Clubhouse, a 10,000-pound, 35-foot-long clubhouse on wheels, with a real full-sized motor truck to pull it, and $1,500 cash. That's the first prize some lucky Space Patroller will win, and maybe it'll be you. Man, oh, man, think of all the fun you and your friends can have. And think of living like a real space patroller in a clubhouse with built-in sleeping bunks, electric lights, equipment lockers, and even a cooking stove. But that's not all, gang. In just a few minutes, I'll tell you more about the 1,750 other terrific prizes in the Name the Planet contest. And now, today's Space Patrol adventure, Rescue from Planet X. Commander Corey and Cadet Happy now have Prince Baccarati and Dr. Malengro in one of Baccarati's own ships and are circling Baccarati's castle on the remote Planet X. While Dr. Malengro is in an aft compartment guarded by the giant Granu, native of the polar regions of Planet X, Buzz holds a ray gun on Baccarati in the control section of the atmosphere ship.
All right, Baccarati. Here's where you go to work. What's the frequency of the signal that gets us through the defense field around your castle?
I don't remember.
Hap, head directly for the castle.
Yes, sir.
Corey, listen, you can't do that. If the perimeter guns don't get you, the force fields will.
Then give me the frequency.
It's 508.5 megacycles.
508.5, check.
I hope you're right, Baccarati.
I'm not a fool, Corey. I value my own safety.
All right, now listen. You're going to contact your master control tower and tell them you're bringing in 2 prisoners. They're going to get inside your castle without tipping your flunkies off that you're in trouble. Got that?
Yes.
All right, get on the spaceophone. And don't try to be clever, or it may be the last thing you try. Just say you and Malengro are bringing 2 prisoners up to the tower. Go ahead and talk.
Prince Baccarati and Falcon 29 calling Castle Control Tower. Prince Baccarati to Control Tower.
Murdoch in Control Tower. Come in, Your Highness.
Murdoch, I got 2 prisoners here. I'm bringing them up to the tower.
Do you want me to assign a guard, Your Highness?
Oh, no, that won't be necessary. That's all, Murdoch.
That's the idea, Baccarati. Through the force field, sir. Set the ship down near the east gate of the castle.
Yes, sir.
All right, Hap. Get Malengro. We'll leave Granu in the ship to keep him out of mischief. Put him in the galley. Let him help himself. After he stuffs his stomach, he'll go to sleep.
Yeah, that'll do it all right.
Now listen, Baccarati. I'm going to give you and Malengro each a blast gun to hold on Happy and me.
Yes, Commander.
You're wasting that grin. I'm taking out the blast cartridge. Oh. Happy and I'll each be holding one in our hands. If anything happens to make us relax our grip, well, I think you know what'll happen.
Of course, Commander.
You couldn't move fast enough to escape.
I understand.
Go on, Malengro. Keep moving.
Before I give you this empty gun, Baccarati, I want you to help me to explain to Malengro the spot you're both in. I'm sure he'd hate to cause the death of his prince.
You needn't worry. I'll explain to you.
A few moments later, Buzz and Happy descend from the atmosphere ship, hands raised, and followed closely by Baccarati and Malengro. The 4 men walk across the castle spaceport to the east gate. At the electrically controlled drawbridge, the captain of the guard steps forward and salutes.
Get back! Get back! You're not needed, Captain.
Respectfully, the guard steps back. Empty guns in their backs, Buzz and Happy continue down the long hall to Baccarati's tower elevator. Silently, the door slides open, and 4 men step inside. The doors close. And swiftly, the elevator raises them hundreds of feet to the tower.
All right, Baccarati. We can quit this masquerade. Give me that gun.
Yes, Commander. But please, remember those blast cartridges in your hand.
See that you remember them. Open the door.
Go on, Malengro.
Congratulations, I tell you from the tower window.
Get your hands up.
Well, I thought... Do as he says, Murdoch. Do as he says. Here's your hand.
Hap, here's a loaded blast gun. You get on the 3 of them.
Yes, sir.
Murdoch, don't try anything. We've got an extra cartridge in our hands. If we relax our grip, this whole tower will blow up.
He's not fooling, Murdoch. Obey him. Yes, Your Highness.
Baccarati, I want you to cut off all the defenses of Planet X. That means your robot-controlled ships out in space, your meteor control beams, and your surface warning systems.
I'm going to order a fleet of Space Patrol ships to come in and pick up those men you abducted from the United Planets. They're staying with the forest people we just liberated from your Endurian mines. I'm staying right here in this tower until every last man is off of Planet X. I'll cut the defenses. Your ships will get through, I promise.
Now, those best cartridges in your hand, they're dangerous to all of us.
I know it.
But you can't hold them indefinitely. Put on the safety catch. After all, we're helpless now.
The quicker you cooperate, the sooner you'll be out of danger. Now, when my ships get here, I'm going to assign some men to see that all your weapons factories are put out of operation.
But you have no right to do that. Planet X isn't under the jurisdiction of the United Planets.
Yes, but we have a right to protect ourselves from aggression. You've been using your weapons and spaceships to destroy our installations, wreck our ships, and rob and abduct our peaceful citizens. You're a menace to every planet in the solar system.
But you're leaving us defenseless.
Who do you have to defend yourself against? Surely not the natives. They certainly have cause to hate you, but they're primitive people.
All of them.
One group is very intelligent. They're the Lumens.
Come on!
Wait a minute. Who are the Lumens? Come on, speak up.
They're a race that lived 1,000 miles from here in Golden Valley.
You're in danger from them? Have they tried to attack you?
Well, not yet. In fact, I don't fear the Lumens at all. No, not in the least.
Murdoch, why did you mention them?
No special reason. It's just that they're supposed to have special powers. Superstition. They're a little smarter than the savages around them, so these wild, impossible stories get started.
I don't intend to interfere with any of the native tribes. When you and your ringleaders are put away, where you can't cause any trouble, the people of Planet X can go back to working out their own problems. All right, Baccarati. Get to that control panel and cut those defenses. Hurry.
All right, good night. They're all off, Commander. Your ships can come in now in perfect safety.
Commander,
All right, Malingro, hold still.
Commander, the men will be getting suspicious. It's past the time when they receive their special orders.
That's right, Commander. If they think His Highness is in trouble, they may break in here and... They should attack you with those glass cartridges in your hand. That's the point. Can you handle it, Murdoch?
Good. But if His Highness were to appear personally...
That's out.
Perhaps if I appear as second in command to His Highness, the castle staff would be reassured.
We're both anxious to get out of here, aren't we? All right, go ahead. But remember, I've got Baccarati here. If you want to keep him healthy, don't try anything.
Yes, sir. Of course, Commander.
Happy, watch Baccarati. I'm going to spaceophone Robbie to send a squadron to Planet X. Out across the vastness of space, the voice of Commander Corey informs Security Chief Major Robertson that Space Patrol ships may now land on Planet X in complete safety. Meantime, Baccarati's two assistants, Dr. Malengro and Murdoch, draw relieved breaths at being outside the tower room.
Dr. Malengro, if we don't think of something quick, we'll be on our way to a criminal rehabilitation center.
I'm quite aware of our predicament, Mr. Murdoch.
Perhaps if we were to return to the tower room with the paralyzer ray gun. That's it. Get Corey and the cadet before they have a chance to throw those glass cartridges.
Forget it.
The paralyzer ray would freeze their hands tightly shut. They couldn't release.
I said forget it. You would be endangering the life of His Highness.
But if we succeeded, we would be heroes.
See here, Murdoch. Since I've been away, you've taken a lot upon yourself. Remember, I'm Prince Baccarati's chief advisor, not you.
Of course, Dr. Blaine.
I advise you to keep your mouth closed unless His Highness asks for your advice. That remark about the lumens, for example, that was stupid, Murdoch, very stupid.
I was only trying to help. We can convince Corey that those who remain on Planet X have need of weapons. Well, perhaps in the future we could secretly build up our forces again and rescue His Highness.
Idiot. If Corey learns that there is really an intelligent race here, it will pave the way to Planet X joining the United Planets. Then what chance will we have?
There's something in what you say, Dr. Malengro.
We must get word to His Majesty's subjects never to mention the lumens. And Murdoch, forget that melodramatic idea of using a paralyzer on Corey.
Oh, of course, Doctor. I've put it completely out of mind. That's right, Robbie. I'll contact the squadron when they reach Planet X and direct them where to pick up our men. Hurry out.
Boy, was Major Robertson ever tickled to hear that we were all right.
It was good to hear his voice again, too. Well, with Robbie dispatching the squadron of ships from Pluto, we won't have to wait too long.
It'll still be several hours, though. That's a long time to have to sit and look at Baccarati.
Somebody's in the elevator.
I see Malengo and Murdoch.
Keep an eye on that door, Hap.
Yes, sir. Just Murdoch.
Where's Malengro?
He'll be here in a few moments, Commander. As soon as I finish with this. Commander! Murdoch, you fool!
I got them, Johann. I got them both.
You idiot! They have those blaster cartridges in their hands. Get out of here before they blow out the tower.
May I point out how rigidly they're lying there? Their hands are still clenched. They can't move.
Oh, yes, you're right. Good work, Murdoch. I'll have 2 guards remove the blast cartridges from their hands. Out of my presence, of course.
Of course, Johann.
Corey, you can still see and hear, can't you? Even though you can't move. In a few hours, your Space Patrol ships will be close to Planet X. You will have the pleasure of seeing them destroyed.
We'll return to Space Patrol in just a moment. The watch, ticking off the seconds, the minutes, the hours. The watch that helps Commander Corey stand guard over the United Planets. Yes, Space Patrollers, you can have a wristwatch just like Commander Corey. It's shock-resistant with a sweet second hand. And it's just one of the 1,000 third prizes in the amazing Name the Planet contest. Now, just listen. 250 Space Patrol wristwatches, 250 autosonic space rifles, 250 outer space helmets, and 250 swell Space Patrol emergency kits. But how about second prize? Well, would you believe it? Second prize group is 750 Schwinn varsity bicycles. Schwinn, the sharp-looking sports-style bike. Mighty light, mighty fast, with 3-speed gear shift, 2-wheel handbrakes, and all the other features that make Schwinn America's greatest bicycle. But better get started, gang. Start thinking up names for Planet X so you can win the huge rocket clubhouse or one of the 1,750 second and third prizes in the Name the Planet contest. And now, back to our Space Patrol adventure, Rescue from Planet X. The ambitious Murdoch, desperately eager to place himself higher in the good graces of Prince Baccarati, succeeded in a daring stroke to free the Prince from Commander Corey and Cadet Happy. Suddenly producing a paralyzer ray gun in the tower room, Murdoch prevented Buzz and Happy from releasing the powerful explosive blast gun cartridges they held in their hands. Now, locked in a dark and musty chamber near the tower, Buzz and Happy are just recovering from the effects of the paralyzer ray.
Let's feel our way around this room, see if we can find a way out.
I kind of doubt it. This time Baccarati hasn't taken any chances. He wants us to be on hand when he blows up our ship.
Maybe something on the floor we can use as a weapon when we open his door. We'll do better if we crawl.
But they'll have 6 men to keep us covered. I guess Murdoch sure has a lot of nerve. I'll say that for him.
Yes, nerve and good aim.
Open your mind to me.
Happy, did you hear something?
Sounded like somebody talking.
Open your mind.
Voice, all right. I can't tell what direction it's coming from.
There's a strange sound, too. Is the dark playing tricks on my eyes, or is there a glow at one end of the room?
It's a golden mist.
Listen to me, men from another planet. Listen to me. I am Ortho.
Is that voice talking to us?
Yes, I am communicating with you. I am Ortho, a lumen.
Did you hear that, sir? It says he's a lumen. Baccarati playing a trick.
Maybe. Ortho, do you hear me?
No, but I sense your thoughts. You do not actually hear me. I project my thoughts into your mind.
Yeah, it's Baccarati, all right. He's ordered one of these men to try to drive us nuts.
I am not Baccarati. That name is charged with evil. He is trying to destroy you.
You can say that. You can think that again.
Where are you, Ortho? And what are you?
I am 1,000 miles away from the golden valley of this planet you call X. As I told you, I am a lumen, an ancient race that for hundreds of centuries has lived here in peace.
Look at that misty light. It looks like a face. A human face.
I am trying to make myself real to you. I am projecting by thought an image of my features.
Either Baccarati's pulling something that... this is like a brain again. Only long distance.
Think of it like that if you like. But we lumens require no mechanical or electronic aid to project our thoughts to each other. In fact, we have few mechanical devices of any kind. No spaceship, no spaceophone.
Why are you contacting us?
For about 3 years, we lumens have been aware of the growing force of evil on this planet. It seems to center in the region where you are now.
3 years. That's about how long Baccarati's been building up this empire.
Fine, Heather. Go on, Ortho.
We have tried to contact with our minds some individual mind in that area so we could learn the cause for this evil. Until now, we have met with failure. You see, evil minds cannot be attuned with ours. You, however, have a strong sense of justice and a dislike of cruelty, violence, and greed.
Wait, Ortho. There have been scores of people here who feel the same way. They've all been prisoners of Baccarati the way we are now.
Fear sometimes makes it hard to establish contact. Perhaps you are less afraid than the others.
We came here to capture Baccarati and to liberate the people he's holding captive. He's a menace to our entire solar system, as well as to you lumens. I hope you have some means of defense.
Not as yet. It may take generations to develop our minds in the direction necessary to combat spaceships and explosives.
You won't have the time. If Baccarati ever finds you, he'll try to enslave you. If he can't do that, he'll destroy you.
I have sensed this dreadful thing. I hope you can help us.
Great. We were hoping you could help us.
If we can help each other. Ortho, could you project the thought image so anybody can see it?
If I can picture the surroundings.
Does the image always glow like a bright mist?
Only in the dark. If your prison were lighted, you would see me as I am, a solid flesh and blood being.
Would you project an image of me so that someone else could see it?
If you concentrate on how you look, how you are dressed, and on the exact place you want your image to appear.
Suppose somebody touches the image.
It would be like touching empty air.
Ortho, let's try it. I'm going to concentrate on a certain corridor in this house. Right outside.
I tell you, Your Highness, I saw him. Commander Corey standing in the corridor in front of the room we locked him in.
It's impossible. He couldn't have escaped from that room. Unless one of the guards. Come on, let's look.
Be careful, son. He may be right around the corner. Have your flash gun ready. There he is. I told you. He's standing right in front of the door, grinning at us.
I'll finish you this time, Corey. He's gone. Disappeared.
We must get back into the room just as you came.
He blew a hole in the door. He must at least be injured. Come on.
Look, Your Highness. The door is still bolted. On the outside.
Get out of the way. I'm going to see for myself.
There you are. Both of you.
This time I won't miss. Corey, I'm going to spare you the tragic sight of seeing your ships destroyed. They're almost to Planet X. After I finish you, I'm going back out to the tower room and blast your ship out of the sky. One by one. Got anything to say, Corey? No? Very well, then.
Bad shooting, Baccarati. That takes care of Malengro. All right, Baccarati, drop that gun. Get the gun. Yes.
I shot you. I know I shot you.
You were standing on the opposite side of the room. Better have your eyes examined. When you come to... Come on, Hap. Get up at the tower room before those two characters revive. We've got to stop them from firing on our ships.
Quickly, Buzz and Happy rush to the stairway leading to the tower room.
Get away from those controls, Murdoch.
Of course.
Cover him, Hap.
What have you done to his highness? Just this. Hey, man, look at the view scope. Here they come. Our ships.
Help me smash these controls. We can't let them be shot down now.
If I could just find something to hit with. Hey, this Infurium statue of Baccarati.
Just the thing. It's pretty heavy. We can both use it like a battering ram.
Yes, sir. Head first.
That does it.
Oh, I'm glad Baccarati's image was more solid than ours.
Somebody's coming up the stairs. I'll take a chance on the elevator.
I hope it's at this floor.
It is. Get in. Get down before anyone alerts the guards at the east gate.
Swiftly, the elevator drops to the first floor of the giant chapel. Then, with blast guns drawn, Buzz and Happy walk boldly toward the great open doors of the east wing. They're nearly at the drawbridge before the gate guard is aware that the two men who have sauntered out are space patrolmen.
Oh!
Head to the atmosphere ship, the one we came in.
Yes, sir. I think I better slow that guard down that's chasing us.
Did you stop him?
I blasted a hole in front of him. He fell in.
We can only make the ship before he alerts the whole field. Into the ship. Oh, if we can get this ship airborne.
The hatch is secured, sir.
That guard out there has a blast gun. We may be in for a rough time. Stand by to blast off.
Standing by, sir.
Put on the key frequency for the defense field, Happy.
Yes, sir. I hope they haven't changed the frequency on us.
I don't think they've had a chance.
Well, anyway, we probably smashed that control, too, up there in the tower. Looks like we missed that one. Sure glad we had the field penetrative frequency on.
Keep on the viewscope, Hap. We'll locate our squadron and guide them in with the men with the forest.
Yes, sir.
Flying low over the vast terrain of Planet X, Buzz glides the rescue squadron to the realm of the friendly forest natives, where 200 engineers and technicians await the ships that will take them home. 2 hours later, Buzz and Happy look down on a heartwarming.
There they are, Happy. All lined up, ready to blast off.
Yes, sir.
It looks like every native in the forest is here to wave goodbye. Quite a sight, isn't it?
Sure is. What's that? The same sound we heard back in the castle. Man, look in the viewscope. Look what's in it. It's Ortho's face.
You have done nobly, my friend. The fall of the evil had already begun to lift from my beloved land. My people are very grateful.
Same for you, Ortho. And don't worry. We'll be back.
Yes, Ortho. As long as Baccarati is free on Planet X, we'll be back.
An action preview of next week's exciting Space Patrol adventure in just a moment. Space Patrollers, have you entered your name for Planet X in the big Name the Planet contest? Have you found a name for that strange new planet 5,000 times bigger than Earth? Are you on your way to winning the giant rocket clubhouse or one of the 1,750 other wonderful prizes? Better get going. Go with Mom or Dad to your Weatherbird shoe store and get your free prize. That's right. The Weatherbird Shoe Man will give you a free prize. The handsome interplanetary coin album with 3 real space coins inside. Terrific coins, big as a $50. And inside your free coin album, you'll find your Name the Planet contest entry blank with easy directions for submitting your name for Planet X. Now, if there's no Weatherbird shoe dealer in your neighborhood, you can find out where else to get your coin album and entry blank by looking on the back of a package of Good Hot Ralston, either instant or regular, the new package with the picture of Commander Corey or Cadet Happy on the front. But don't wait. See your Weatherbird shoe dealer or check the back of a Hot Ralston package and enter the Name the Planet contest today. And now, a preview of next week's exciting Space Patrol adventure. Buzz and Happy have landed their spaceship in a desolate region of Planet X, as directed by the mysterious native Ortho, who is guiding them from a distance by shockwaves.
Commander, there's Baccarati's ship. I can see it above us, through the Astrodome.
Yes, he's coming in to attack.
Sure hope Ortho knows what he's doing, telling us to land here. Hey, what happened to Ortho? His face is gone from the viewscope.
Ortho, can you hear us?
up, now. Fire space torpedo 1.
Jammed, sir.
Fire 2.
They're both jammed, and Baccarati's coming in. He's firing at us, and here we are like a sitting duck. Ortho double-crossed us.
Be sure to join us next week for the thrilling story, The Secret of the Adargo Ruins, when wheat checks, rice checks, instant Ralston, and regular Ralston again present Space Patrol! Space Patrol, created by Mike Moser, starring Ed Kemmer as Commander Corey and Lynn Osborne as Cadet Happy, was written by Lou Houston, produced and directed by Larry Robertson, executive producer Mike Devery. Other players were Bela Kovach, Ken Mayer, and Norman Jolly. Dick Tufeld speaking. Now, don't forget to tune in next Saturday and every Saturday when Instant Ralston and Regular Ralston again present the new exciting Space Patrol!
This is Dick Tufeld in Los Angeles reporting on the world's first Delta-wing airplane, the Convair XF-92A. In a moment, we'll hear from the test pilot on this unusual plane, Major Chuck Yeager, the man who pioneered faster-than-sound flight. The XF-92A is an Air Force interceptor, nicknamed the Flying Triangle. Length 42 feet, sweep back of the wings 60 degrees, speed about 700 miles an hour. Now, Chuck Yeager reported early this morning at Edwards Air Force Base.
Let me tell you what it takes to be a test pilot. To start with, I have to be in good condition. That means get plenty of rest, plenty of exercise, good food at every meal. For breakfast, I like a cereal that really tastes good and has plenty of energy.
Like Rice Chex and Wheat Chex, no other cereal, puffed or flaked, contains so much nourishment in such concentrated bite-sized form. So take a tip from Major Chuck Yeager, Tony LeVere, and other top test pilots. Get Rice Chex and Wheat Chex today. Be sure to see another exciting Space Patrol story on your local ABC television station. Consult your local newspaper for time and channel. This program is broadcast to our armed forces overseas through the worldwide facilities of the Armed Forces Radio Service. Space Patrol came to you transcribed from Hollywood. This is ABC Radio Network. Instant Ralston and Regular Ralston, the hot whole wheat cereals in the red and white checkerboard packages, present Space Patrol! High adventure in the wild, vast reaches of space. Missions of daring in the name of interplanetary justice. Travel into the future with Buzz Corey, Commander-in-Chief of the Space Patrol! In today's transcribed Space Patrol adventure, Buzz and Happy have landed their spaceship in a desolate region of Planet X, as directed by the mysterious native Ortho, who is guiding them from a distance by thought waves.
Commander, there's Baccarati's ship. I can see it above us through the Astrodome.
Yes, he's coming in to attack.
I sure hope Ortho knows what he's doing, telling us to land here. Hey, what happened to Ortho? His face is gone from the viewscope.
Ortho, can you hear us?
At last, no.
Fire space torpedo 1.
It's jammed, sir.
Fire 2.
They're both jammed. And Baccarat...
He's firing at us.
And here we are like a sitting duck. Ortho double-crossed us.
We'll return in just a moment for today's exciting Space Patrol adventure, The Secret of the Adargo Ruins. Hi, Space Patrollers. This is Dick Tufeld in Los Angeles, watching the trial run of a huge rocket clubhouse, the biggest prize ever given away. First prize in the Name the Planet contest. And there it goes. Zooming down the highway, pulled along by an honest-to-goodness motor truck. Say, gang, you know how big that rocket clubhouse is? It's 35 feet long, big as a freight car. You know how much it weighs? A tremendous 10,000 pounds. And you can win the rocket clubhouse, plus the motor truck, plus $1,500 cash just for naming Planet X. Yes, you and your pals can go rolling off to real adventure in a clubhouse with built-in sleeping bunks, electric lights, equipment lockers, even a cooking stove. Gang, just think of living like a real space patroller in your rocket clubhouse on wheels. And talk about fun. Think of those 750 Schwinn varsity bicycles being given away as second prizes. Yes, you've got 750 chances to win a Schwinn, the bike with 3-speed gear shift, two-wheel handbrakes, and all the other famous Schwinn features. And say, don't forget the 1,000 third prizes. 250 Autosonic space rifles, 250 outer space helmets, 250 Space Patrol emergency kits, and 250 wonderful stainless steel Space Patrol wristwatches. So stand by for the latest news about how to enter your name for Planet X in the Name the Planet contest. And now, today's Space Patrol adventure, The Secret of the Adargo Ruins. Commander Corey and Happy are now on the man-made planet Terra, where Buzz is organizing a task force for an assault on Planet X. Although Buzz and Happy wrecked Prince Baccarati's delicate and complex defense control monitor in Baccarati's castle, the Space Patrol forces dare not make an all-out attack on installations on Planet X. For to do so would endanger thousands of innocent natives, forced into labor by the evil prince, and also would harm hundreds of skilled technicians held captive on the remote planet. Right now, in the Commander's central office in Space Patrol headquarters, Cadet Happy is sorting out all available information on Planet X installations.
322 chemical processing plant. Let's see, what's the buzz here?
How you doing, Happy?
Oh, it's pretty slow work, sir, but I'm nearly through all the data in File E. And that big blow-up map of Planet X sure makes it a lot easier to fit things into a pattern.
You can see now what a big job this is and why we can't launch an attack until every detail is worked out in advance.
Yes, sir. Baccarati's got plants and installations scattered all over Planet X. And what a whopper of a planet that is.
If this work wasn't so urgent, I'd like to turn it over to a couple of aides and blast off with Jupiter.
Jupiter?
Yes, Jupiter Patrol just reported the biggest robbery to hit the outer planets in years. More than 1 million credits.
Wow.
2 men walked into the home office of Jupiter Expansion Corporation, picked up the credits, and walked out. 6 armed guards just stood around while the bandits helped themselves to the payroll.
You mean they didn't even try to stop the bandits?
No, and the strange thing is the guards themselves admitted it, with no alibis.
That is strange.
Payroll was for several hundred construction workers and engineers who had been working on different Jupiter moons for 6 months. The men are due in at Jupiter City tomorrow.
Oh, it's on Major Robertson's circuit, Commander.
I'll get it here. Corey here.
Commander, Jupiter headquarters Space Patrol new lead on the robbery.
Yeah?
Space Patrol agent found a gas cartridge concealed in the room near the vault. That might explain why the guards didn't offer resistance.
What was it?
Diphenazone.
Diphenazone?
Yeah, that's right. And we got a description of one of the bandits. 4 of the guards positively identified him as Slag Cronin.
Nice work, Robbie. How soon can you take over up here?
In about 5 minutes.
Good. Corey out. I'm happy you know who was behind that Jupiter robbery.
Who, sir?
Baccarati. Slag Cronin was one of his men.
But what about the guards? Were they working for Baccarati, too?
The guards could be entirely innocent. They were affected by diphenazone.
What's that, sir?
According to a space surgeon who was among the men we brought back from Planet X, diphenazone is a gas developed by Baccarati's pal, Dr. Malengo. It's odorless and renders a person completely unable to reason. Malengo must have developed some sort of counteractive medicine that made Baccarati's men immune to the gas.
No wonder the bandits got away with it so easily.
I'm turning this end of our work over to Robbie. You and I are going after Slag Cronin.
Great. But how do we know where to look?
Baccarati needs that money to rebuild his defense equipment. From Baccarati's viewpoint, the safest place for that money right now is on Planet X.
Billions of miles from Terra in Baccarati's castle on Planet X, Dr. Malengo ruefully surveys the smashed controls of the elaborate defense system. He turns as Prince Baccarati enters from his communications room in the lofty tower.
It'll take weeks to repair your Highness, even if we had the technicians on hand to do the work.
We don't have to worry, Malengo.
But, Excellency, without our defenses, the Space Patrol can attack Planet X at will.
I've just heard from Slag Cronin. He's on his way here with 1 million credits.
What good are United Planet's credits here on Planet X?
Don't you see? Cronin can hide out here. Then, as my agents make contact with engineers on the other planets, we can pay them to construct new controls.
Oh, and bring them here in spaceships.
Exactly. They can be made in sections and assembled here in the castle by a few men. The engineers that actually construct the equipment won't even need to know that it will be used against the Space Patrol.
Then Cronin is coming right here to the castle.
No. I ordered him to hide out in the Adargo room, 500 miles to the east.
But, Excellency, why should he hide out?
Because we can be sure that we won't be getting a visit from the Space Patrol ship. I'm not expecting an attack so soon, but Corey may send a scout ship to see what we're up to.
That's true, Your Highness.
As a matter of fact, Corey has already blasted off from Terra.
For Planet X?
I don't know. Our agents couldn't find it out. We'll be notified of his rapture, however.
How fortunate that Corey didn't have time to wreck our spacephone equipment.
Yes. And with our spies still operating on the other planet, we'll know if Corey or any of his ships are on their way here.
Your Highness, if you'll pardon my saying so, wouldn't it be better to have Cronin bring the credits to one of your other installations? Why the Adargo ruins?
They are hundreds of miles from any of my factories or installations. And they look like what they are, the ruined buildings of a vanished civilization. No space patrol ship is going to land and prowl around there.
I understand. A brilliant decision, Excellency.
Of course. Now, let's check with our agents. Perhaps they've discovered something new about Corey.
Many hours later, the Terra 5, with Commander Corey at the controls, is far beyond the orbit of Pluto, headed for Planet X. Using secret code and scrambled spacephone circuits, Cadet Happy has contacted Space Patrol headquarters of the various planets. And now, to prevent Baccarati from picking up any suspicious signal, Happy has cut off the spacephone transmitter.
Nobody's sighted Slag Cronin so far, sir.
Sooner or later, he's going to contact Baccarati. Baccarati will attempt to contact him. I want to be in a position to intercept those calls.
Sir, I've been thinking about this native ortho that helped us get off Planet X the last time.
What about him?
Well, I just can't get over the way he was able to project thoughts and images.
Well, we do it in a crude sense. With spaceophones, viewscopes, and our brainogram.
Yeah, but he just uses his mind. How come we can't do it?
Perhaps if we tried it for as many generations as his people have, we could do the same thing.
Oh, Commander, maybe we could get Ortho to help us some more.
No, Hap. Our battle is with Baccarati. All those people have isolated themselves because they want to live in peace. Besides, Hap, how would you suggest contacting Ortho?
Yeah, that's right. We don't even know where this Golden Valley is.
Right. Now we'll concentrate on Slag Cronin and Prince Baccarati.
Thousands EUs toward Planet X. A spaceship with a black falcon on its hull prowls the dark void. Intently, Prince Baccarati and Dr. Malengro scan the viewscope.
Corey's ship crossed the Pluto orbit hours ago, so he must be coming to Planet X.
I wonder what his plan is this time.
Well, he won't get a chance to put it in operation, Malengro.
You think he's after Slag Cronin?
If he is, it's a stupid move. Cronin is already hiding out at the Adargo room. Corey could never find
Your
him.
Highness, look. That thing's out of the viewscope. It must be a spaceship.
Maintain this exact distance, and we'll cut on the radar foil in case he picks us up. He'll never be able to pinpoint our... Clear in the viewscope, sir.
Good. We'll come in low on the dark side of Planet X and find our way by infrared viewscope.
My friends from another planet, listen to me.
What?
You are in grave danger.
Yeah, he's doing it again, like he did the last time. His face is appearing in the viewscope.
Yes, Ortho. You're contacting us all right. What is it?
You are in dire peril.
We expect to be on Planet X.
You are in danger out in space. I sense it. It is coming closer.
Hey, he's right, sir. The rear viewscope. See it?
The radar foil blurring. And the Baccarati ship beside of us.
We can't tell what his range is, not with that radar foil confusing our viewscopes.
Thanks for the warning, Ortho. We'll just have to outrun them.
Let me help you. Land on the planet. I will guide you in safely.
You don't understand. If we land, he could blast us easily.
I can protect you, believe me. Your enemy will never find you.
The blur's getting bigger, Commander. Baccarati's gaining.
All right, Ortho. It's like this is your party. What are your instructions?
Come directly to the center of the planet as you see it. You will see a broad river flowing south between two ranges of high mountains.
Then what?
Far to the east of the river, the desert. Then bleak hills, barren and desolate. But beyond those hills is the land of the Lumens, our golden valley. That is fine, my friend. Hold that altitude.
There's a barren hill, but I don't see any golden valley.
Land your ship just after you cross the hills.
Ortho, we don't see anything that looks like a golden valley. It's just a stretch of barren, rocky land.
Commander, the ship doesn't seem to be gaining on us, judging by the size of the radar foil blur.
Probably waiting to see what we're going to do.
Land your ship. Set it down quickly.
Commander, I can't see anything in the rear viewscope.
Chief, we might as well follow Ortho's directions. Stand by for landing, Happy. We'll make this quick. Fire nose rockets. Full repeller ray. Stand by to fire space guns, Happy.
Standing by, sir. Hey, what happened to Ortho?
Space is gone from the viewscope. Ortho! Ortho, can you hear us?
Commander, there's Baccarotti's ship. I can see it through the astrodome.
Fire space torpedo 1.
It's jammed, sir.
Fire 2.
They're both jammed. And Baccarotti's coming in.
He's firing at us.
And here we are like a sitting duck. Ortho double-crossed us.
We'll return to Space Patrol in just a moment. Space Patrollers, attention. Here's how to enter your name for Planet X in the Name the Planet contest. Just go with Mom or Dad to your Weatherbird shoe store. The Weatherbird shoe man will give you a free prize, a swell interplanetary coin album with 3 real space coins inside. Glowing silver-colored coins, big as a $50, with swell designs of planets on them. And also inside the album, your Name the Planet contest entry blank, with directions for submitting your name for Planet X. Now, gang, if there's no Weatherbird shoe store in your neighborhood, find out where else to get your coin album and entry blank by looking on the back of a package of good hot Ralston, either instant or regular. The new package, with a picture of the Commander Corey or Cadet Happy on the front. But hurry! See your Weatherbird shoe man or check a hot Ralston package and enter the Name the Planet contest now. And now, back to the secret of the Adargo ruins. Following the instructions of the mysterious native of Planet X, Ortho the Lumen, Commander Corey and Cadet Happy landed their spaceship on the planet, with Baccarotti's ship close behind them. Through his strange power of thought and image transference, Ortho had assured Buzz they would land safely in a golden valley. Instead, their ship is an obvious target on the bleak, rugged ground in the desolate region of Planet X. Evidently abandoned by their would-be protector, Buzz and Happy vainly try to fire space guns at Baccarotti as the evil prince rains explosives all around them. In Baccarotti's ship, the prince and Dr. Malengro make repeated passes over the Terra 5.
You made me miss them again, Malengo. Can't you keep the ship on a steady run?
Something's wrong with the viewscope target finder.
Well, I'll get them this time. I did it! A direct hit. I got Corey at last.
Your marksmanship is astounding, sire.
You see that? Not a trace of the ship remains. Not a trace. Do you realize what this means?
I prefer to hear the tidings from you, Excellency.
Without Corey, it will take the Space Patrol weeks to prepare an attack. By that time, I'll have my defenses back in operation. Planet X will again be an impregnable stronghold.
Excellent.
From then on, I shall resume my plan. Now, let's go to the Adargo ruins and get Fred Cronin and my million credits.
As Baccarotti's ship roars away toward the northeast, a cloud of dust settles over the place where the prince had seen Buzz Corey's ship disappear in a blinding flash. Yet, at this same moment, 2 miles away, Buzz and Happy stand unhurt, peering out of the viewport of an entirely undamaged Terra 5.
Can you beat that? He fires half a dozen torpedoes and then scoots away.
Must be out of ammunition, Happy.
What a terrible shot he is. Not that I'm complaining, of course.
Did you notice all of his torpedoes hit in the same place, about 2 miles away?
All I can say is it's sure a lucky break after the way this Ortho deserted us and him in his golden... Commander, look.
Just noticing, Happy. A minute ago, there was nothing out there but gray rocks and desolation. And now,
trees, grass, and flowers.
Beautiful. A golden valley.
Well, why didn't we see it before? I guess we were so concerned about Baccarotti that... Hey, look out there. Someone coming toward the ship.
It's Ortho, the same face we saw in the viewscope.
Uh-huh. Beard, robe, and all. It looks like he's waiting for us to come out.
Let's go, Hap. We owe him an apology.
Apology? What for? For bringing us down here so that Baccarotti could blast...
Leave your ray gun in the ship. I don't think we'll need weapons here. And it might offend Ortho.
Yes, sir. But if he tries any more tricks...
Let's give him a chance to explain that. Open the hatch.
Yes, sir.
Before we open the outer hatch, Happy, remember that Ortho can tell what we're thinking. He probably knows I'm telling you this right now.
Yes, sir. I understand.
I am Ortho.
Yes, Ortho. We recognize you from your projected image.
First, I feel I owe you an apology. I know you thought that I had deceived you.
That's right, we did for a while.
It was necessary in order to confuse your enemy. My mind had to project an image of your spaceship some distance away, and at the same time conceal the actual ship. To perform this enormous concentration, I had to withdraw my thoughts from contact with your mind.
Oh, so that was it. Baccarati thought he saw our ship clear over there.
Yes. And when the last explosive hit, I merely stopped thinking of the image. It vanished.
This sort of thing is new and strange to us, Ortho, but we're very grateful.
I know your motive is to drive these evil men from our world. Planet X, as you call it.
If our guns hadn't jammed, we'd have taken care of part of the job right then.
I know. I hope you won't be offended, but I am responsible for that.
Huh?
You mean you can jam a weapon just by thinking about it?
In some cases, I can control certain electrochemical processes if the distance is not too great. In this instance, I was able to inhibit the explosion of your spacecraft.
Yeah, but why? Why didn't you keep Baccarati's weapons from working?
Well, happy after all. Ortho made Baccarati believe he'd finished us. That's quite a favor.
Oh, sure, but I thought Ortho wanted to get rid of Baccarati, too.
My people want only to rid this planet of the evil Baccarati causes. You do not believe in taking life. I do not blame you for trying to use your weapons. You were not convinced that I could save you.
Yes, that's right.
However, I knew you were in no danger, so I prevented you from taking human life needlessly.
I'm in favor of what you did, Ortho. Our aim is to capture Baccarati and his men alive. We have a process treating criminals medically and psychologically to remove their criminal tendencies. It's completely painless. In fact, the criminal isn't even aware of the time it takes to effect a cure.
I know that, Commander.
You mean you know everything we're thinking? Everything we know?
Not quite everything. That would take more time. But I do know what is uppermost in your mind.
Then we really don't need to say a word.
No, except that you probably feel more at ease if we exchange ideas through speech. Since you're not used to having thoughts placed directly in your mind by others.
It is rather startling. But tell me about this valley. How does it happen we didn't see it until a few minutes ago?
That was the result of the combined concentration of all my people. We know when strangers are approaching. We conjure up a mass image of forbidding terrain. For centuries, this has kept the more primitive, marauding tribes from invading our valley.
Where are the rest of your people?
Deep in the forest of the valley. I would invite you to visit us, but I sense that the commander is concerned about a problem.
Yes, Ortho. You're right.
You came here searching for a man who has stolen something of great value to your civilization. The man is called Slagton.
That's right. Then he is on Planet X.
Yes. Several of us sensed his evil presence a few hours ago.
Where is he? In Baccarati's castle?
No. He is hiding in the ruins of an ancient civilization about 800 miles northeast of here. The Adargo ruins.
Adargo ruins?
Yes. Immense buildings of red stone, filled with statues and carvings. You will find them impressive, but grotesque. Be very careful, my friend.
We will, Ortho. And we're very grateful you saved our lives.
But at no risk of my own. You are risking yours to bring peace to our planet. Listen, and I will tell you how to stand.
Hundreds of miles away from the Golden Valley, a man stands between the pillars of an ancient temple, chipped and worn by time. He watches as a spaceship lands beside his own. Two men get out and come toward him up the temple steps.
Now, Conan, where is it?
I've got it, don't worry.
You will address me as Your Highness. Quick, give me the phone.
Just a minute, Your Highness.
You heard him, Conan. Do as you're told.
Look, I'm talking to the prince. Your Highness, I'm taking my share of the loot and getting off this stupid planet now.
How dare you? Your share of the loot. Haven't I protected you from the space patrol?
Around 100,000 and the use of that spaceship, the one I came here in.
I'll all be insolent.
Look, Baccarati, I can keep the whole $1,000,000. Remember, I'm the only one that knows where it is.
All right, Conan. You can have 100,000. Now, where is the money?
Right inside the temple, under a flagstone.
All right. Take me to it, quickly.
This way. Yeah. Under this one.
Well, lift it up. Help him, Malengo.
Yes, Your Highness.
By the way, Cronin, where is your partner?
I don't have a partner, not anymore. He met with an accident.
Oh, now you don't have to split with him.
Oh, that's right. Well, there's the money. 1 million credits.
Splendid. And now, Dr. Malengo, you will notice that I don't have to split with Cronin.
Nicely done, your Highness. The gun butt dazed him, and I don't think you'll be unconscious long. Perhaps we should pick up the money and get to the ship.
I'll get the money. We'll leave Cronin here. You take his spaceship to the castle, and I'll fly my own.
Very well, your Highness.
All right, Baccarati, stay right where you are.
Hurry! He can't be alive. He can't be.
I'll take that gun, Malengo.
You'll have to catch me first.
After it, Happy, I'll take care of Baccarati.
He's behind that idol, Commander.
I see him. He thought that door back there would open. Come back here, Malengo.
All right, Commander. Hey, quit pushing that idol.
Run, your Highness.
Come back here, Baccarati.
Commander, the idol is falling.
Commander, you all right? Help me roll the rock off my leg. Yes, sir.
No bones broken.
Oh, my ankle.
You stay here. I'll grab the Baccarati and Malengo.
Hey, look, they're nearly to their ship.
Maybe I can stop him with the ray gun blast. It's fired.
Mine doesn't work either, sir.
We're both not down too hard. Over the fall, wreck the dome. Or ortho again.
Doesn't he know that all these guns would do is to make Baccarati unconscious without hurting him?
He may be cutting off all weapons. Because
doggone it, sir. Baccarati and Malengo got away.
Yes, if we got what we came for. We captured Slag Cronin and recovered the 1 million credits. Let's get Slag back to our ship now.
Yes, sir. But what if Baccarati blasted before we get to it?
I think our friend Ortho is taking care of that.
I bet Baccarati is hopping mad. He was probably counting on this 1 million credits to rebuild his defenses.
After we return the money to Jupiter, we'll go back to Terra and plan our attack on Planet X.
Look, Commander. Look what's all over the floor. Jewels.
Been inside the idol. There's a fortune here. Standing by the race that built this temple.
I'll bet there's more than 1 million credits worth. If Baccarati had known about this, he could have saved himself a lot of trouble.
Let's go, Hap. We've got work to do.
An action preview of next week's exciting Space Patrol adventure in just a moment.
Hi, Space Patrollers. This is Commander Coyle. You know, gang, the way I warm up inside when it's chilly outside is with the super cereal that helps to supercharge you. Good hot Ralston. So why don't you try it today? Instant or regular Ralston. Look for them in the new red and white checkerboard packages with a picture of Cadet Happy or me on the outside. You know what you'll find inside? A swell interplanetary space coin. Big as a $50, made of husky plastic with designs of planets on them in glowing space colors. Midnight blue coins, sun gold coins, and jet black coins, too. You can get even more terrific space coins, plus a handsome album to keep them in, along with your Name the Planet contest entry at your Weatherbird shoe store. So hurry, get a package of good hot Ralston today and start building up your space coin collection now.
And now, a preview of next week's exciting Space Patrol adventure. Buzz and Happy are in the refrigeration-controlled compartment of their spaceship on a flight to Venus. The air is rapidly leaking from their ship when they discover a gigantic worm clinging to the wall of the ship.
Take this bar and knock it loose, Hap.
Yes, sir. It won't come loose, and it's as hard as metal.
You're right, Hap. And that's what it eats. It's feeding on the Endurium bulkhead. That's how the air's escaping.
Smoking rockets, Commander. It's eating clear through the hull.
Get into your helmet or it'll suffocate.
Be sure to join us again next week for the thrilling story, The Iron Eaters of Planet X, when Instant Lawson and Regular Lawson again present Space Patrol! Space Patrol, created by Mike Moser, starring Ed Kemmer as Commander Torrey and Lynn Osborne as Cadet Happy, was written by Lou Houston, produced and directed by Larry Robertson, executive producer Mike Devereux. Other players were Bela Kovach, Ken Mayer, and Norman Jolly. Dick Tufeld speaking. Now, don't forget to tune in next Saturday and every Saturday when Instant Lawson and Regular Lawson again present Space Patrol! Dick Tufel reporting on America's most heavily armed fighter interceptor, the Northrop Air Force Scorpion F-89D. In a moment, we'll hear from the test pilot on this plane, Bob Love, Korean jet ace with a record of 6 MiGs in 6 weeks. Primary job of the Scorpion is to protect our country from invading aircraft. Speed, more than 600 miles per hour. Weight, 20 tons. Now, Bob Love, recorded at Edwards Air Force Base.
You know, a fellow has to be in top condition to test fly a fast aircraft such as the Scorpion. And that's why I always make it a rule to sleep well and eat well. So, for breakfast, I pick a cereal like Rice Chex or Wheat Chex. They're chock full of energy and really taste good. You'll like them.
No other cereal, puff or flake, contains so much nourishment in such concentrated bite-sized form. So take a tip from Bob Love, Phil Houghton, and other top test pilots. Make your cereals Rice Chex and Wheat Chex. Be sure to see another exciting Space Patrol story on your local ABC television station. Consult your local paper for time and channel. This program is broadcast to our armed forces overseas through the worldwide facilities of the Armed Forces Radio Service. Space Patrol came to you transcribed from Hollywood. This is ABC Radio Network. Instant Ralston and regular Ralston, the hot whole wheat cereals in the red and white checkerboard packages, present Space Patrol! High adventure in the wild, vast reaches of space. Missions of daring in the name of interplanetary justice. Travel into the future with Buzz Corey, Commander-in-Chief of the Space Patrol! In today's transcribed Space Patrol adventure, Buzz and Happy are in the refrigeration control compartment of their spaceship on a flight to Venus. The air is rapidly leaking from their ship, and then they discover a giant worm clinging to the wall of the ship.
Take this bar and knock it loose, Happy. Yes, it won't come loose. It's as hard as metal.
You're right. That's what it eats. Feeding on the Endurium bulkhead. That's how the air is escaping.
Smoke and rocket, Commander. It's eating clear through the hull. We'll suffocate.
We'll return in just a moment with today's exciting Space Patrol adventure, the Iron Eaters of Planet X. Space Patrollers, have you entered the sensational Name the Planet contest yet? Well, you better hurry. Time's going fast, and you don't want to be left out. So hurry up and go with Mom or Dad to your Weatherbird shoe store for your free coin album and contest entry blank. Right. The Weatherbird Shoeman will give you a swell coin album with 3 super-colored space coins inside, plus the entry blank on which you write your name for Planet X. Yes, you just name that tremendous new planet 5,000 times bigger than Earth. And your name for Planet X can win you a giant rocket clubhouse on wheels, or one of the 1,750 other big prizes. Now, just imagine, gang, a 35-foot-long, 10,000-pound rocket clubhouse on wheels with a big, honest-to-goodness motor truck to pull it. And inside the rocket clubhouse are built-in bunks, lockers, electric lights, cooking equipment, all sorts of things for real Space Patrol living for you and your pals. And don't forget, the Space Patroller who wins the rocket clubhouse will also win the big motor truck and $1,500 cash. But don't wait, gang. Get started now on winning the Rocket Clubhouse or one of the 1,750 other swell prizes. Hurry to your Weatherbird shoe store now and enter the Name the Planet contest today. And now, today's Space Patrol adventure, the Iron Eaters of Planet X. For weeks now, there has been no major crime along the space lanes. Days have passed since a Space Patrol ship has reported even so much as a sighting of spacecraft approaching or leaving Planet X. Patrol ships ordered in close to the giant planet have made swift, daring scanning flights over known installations and have returned with identical reports. No new or suspicious activity. But still, Commander Corey holds firmly to his policy of constant vigilance. And then one day, a patrol ship spacephones a report that justifies the commander's alertness. In his central office on the planet Terra, Buzz hands a copy of the report to the head.
Planet Radiation Space to Sector J14, Planet X. Nuclear reactor in full operation. 2 power radiation towers focused southeast and south.
Oh. That's why things have been so quiet, Happy.
Baccarati's in his own backyard cooking up trouble.
That nuclear reactor, he can cook up plenty.
I wonder what he's using it for.
Take a look at this map of Planet X. Those thin green lines show where Baccarati's beaming the power from his reactor. One beam goes toward his biggest spaceship, and the other is aimed toward a mining region. See what that means?
You can speed up production of spaceships and war materials.
Exactly.
Well, then we'd better put that reactor out of operation quick.
Yeah, that part is fairly simple. A cosmic bomb would take care of that, but we have reason to believe that 8 of the most brilliant nuclear scientists of the United Planets are back planet.
Captured by Baccarati, huh?
Yes. We didn't attempt to capture that planet by a land attack with endanger.
That's right. You sure got us stymied.
For the present. What we need is a way of creating a panic about the reactor plant. A panic that will completely disorganize Baccarati's men, and yet won't appear to be caused by the space destroyer.
That's a big order.
There's a man on Venus who may be able to help us. An expert on mass psychology, named Professor Ziller. He's unable to come to Terra because of his illness, so we're going to Venus.
Oh, why couldn't you just...
Why couldn't I space it on him? This is a matter I want to keep completely secret.
Yeah, the Baccarati spies still around. Might intercept the space message.
Right. Let's get over to the spaceport supply depot, Hank.
Oh, your appointment with Bert Gank.
Mm-hmm. He's the new civilian supervisor in the ship's supplies section. Just a courtesy call, but it might help him to let him know that Space Patrol understands his problem.
He'll probably have plenty. The last man on that job couldn't take it after this trouble with Baccarati started.
Bert Gant's a younger man, Hap. Let's hope he's a capable one.
On the monster Planet X, Prince Baccarati glares at a control panel. The chair in which he sits looks strangely out of place. Massive and gaudy, it looks more like the throne of an oriental potentate who ruled on Earth 15 centuries ago. Regally, Baccarati turns as his chief advisor, Dr. Malengo, enters the tower room and bows before him.
Good news, Your Highness. 2 more power relay towers are in operation. At this rate, Your Excellency's castle will soon be lighted by your reactor plant thousands of miles away.
That's not important right now. That power is for factories and mines. I must have spaceships, hundreds of them, enough to conquer Commander Corey's space patrol.
Of course, Your Highness. But perhaps Corey won't be alive to witness your glorious victory over his ships.
Oh, then our little presents from the Iron Mountain are on their way.
Well on their way. They were routed to Terra by way of Neptune. By the time they reach Terra, they will look like a routine shipment of supplies.
Oh, the ships they're carried in, they have adequate refrigeration?
Yes, sire. Your agent on Terra has arranged every detail.
There must be no mistake. Our little surprise must be in Corey's ship the next time he blasts off. Oh, the agent on Terra. Tell him to contact me by spacephone. What's his name?
Gank, Your Highness. Bert Gank.
In an office of the Spaceport Supply Depot on Terra, Buzz Corey and Cadet Happy are having a friendly chat with the new civilian supervisor amid the murmur of a battery of auditing machines.
Yeah, I'll be blasting off for Venus in a few hours. You'll be working closely with the supervisor of Venus City Spaceport. I'd like to have you come along and meet him.
Go with me?
Yes, I don't intend to be away long.
But I am just getting into the swing of things here. To leave now...
I know how you feel, but from past experience, I know that first-hand knowledge of the situation on Venus will make your work much easier here.
Commander, this is wonderful. I'd like nothing better. But the fact is, my doctor has cautioned me about space flights while I'm under treatment.
That's different. Nothing serious, I hope.
A temporary condition. I had a minor operation a few weeks ago.
Some other time, then. If that happen, I will get out of here now, Mr. Gant, and let you get back to work.
Several hours later, in his private living quarters, Bert Gant tunes the spacephone transmitter to a rarely used frequency, then puts on a scrambler circuit. Using a code name for even greater secrecy, he finally makes contact with a man who sits in a throne-like chair on a planet billions of miles away.
Triangle reporting to Your Highness.
Make it quick, Triangle. I don't want them getting a fix on your location.
Corey's blasted off.
Crates from Iron Mountain aboard?
Yes, Your Highness. The refrigeration system will fail an hour after blast-off. And then the contents of those crates will go to work. He'll never reach Venus. Triangle off.
Nearly 2 hours out of Terra, Commander Corey and Cadet Happy are working their way aft with the ship on automatic control. Happy, stripped to the waist and covered with grease, is wiping the perspiration from his forehead with the back of his hand.
Not just in supply
compartment 3, sir. Refrigeration's cutting out all over the ship.
You're telling me. The hull is reflecting back quite a bit of the heat into space, but pouring through the viewport.
I thought I could fix it in a jiffy, but it's a lot more serious than a blown fuse or a stuck relay.
Let's take a look at the connections in the terminal box.
Hey, the trouble might be in there at that.
The cover's bolted on. Pat, hand me a wrench.
Yes, sir. Let's see, I left it lying right there on the floor, and it will put rings around my head and call me Saturn. Look at this.
You call that a wrench?
It's the handle of it, or part of the handle.
Don't tell me you broke an Endurium wrench.
Who, me?
Let me see that.
Yes, sir.
Looks as though it had been cut with an atomic torch.
You cut a wrench. Besides, there's nobody else aboard to cut it.
We'll worry about it later. Get me a wrench out of the tool kit. Is that around here?
Yes, sir. I had it right over here. The tool kit's gone. Hey, Commander, I know you think I'm space happy, but it's true. I lugged it in here and set it down. Somebody must be aboard. A stowaway. We'd better...
Hold it, Happy. What's down there? Aren't those the plastic handles of some of the tools?
It's an orifice. But they are, all right.
I think you're right about a stowaway.
And he made the reefer system talk out. Wait till I get my hands on him. Commander, what's that? Up there in the bulkhead.
It looks like a big welt in the metal.
But, Commander, it's moving. I think I saw it move.
You're right. Crawling along like a worm. A gigantic worm.
Where did that thing come from? A worm as long as your arm.
There's another one. Lower down on the other bulkhead.
Hey, our stowaway brought them aboard to keep us interested while he wrecked the ship.
No, Hank. These are the stowaways. Huh? Look at the metal bulkhead. Pitted where they crawled.
Gee, that's Endurium. How could a worm make any impression on a sheet of Endurium?
Because that's what they eat.
What?
That and other metals. That's what's happened to the tools. Pat, get that rod.
Yes, sir. Here it is, sir.
We can knock them off with that.
It's coming loose, sir.
Yeah, now get the other one.
Well, come loose. It's stuck tight.
Wait, Hap. Lean close to it and listen.
Feeding on a metal bulkhead.
Got to shut this compartment off in a hurry before this thing eats a bigger hole.
Yes, sir.
Now let's get forward and boost the oxygen supply.
Commander, look. Out there in the corridor. There are dozens of them.
All our air's escaping.
We're too late. They've eaten through the hull.
We'll return to Space Patrol in just a moment. You have 1,750 chances to win in the Name the Planet contest. Right, Space Patrollers. 1,750 chances to win a wonderful prize, like a Schwinn bicycle, for example. 750 Schwinn varsity bicycles are being given away. Schwinn, the lightweight bike. Plenty sharp-looking, plenty rugged, with 3-speed gear shift and 2-wheel handbrakes. And listen, you have 1,000 chances to win a beautiful Space Patrol wristwatch, or a super-powered autosonic rifle, a streamlined outer space helmet, or a valuable Space Patrol emergency kit. And remember, every Space Patroller can get a free prize. Just have Mom or Dad go with you to your Weatherbird shoe store for your free space coin album. Now, inside it, you'll find your Name the Planet contest entry blank and free space coins. Terrific coins. Big as a $50, with designs of planets on them in starlight silver. So good-looking, you'll want to get more and build a real space coin collection. And here's how. Inside every new package of good hot Ralston, you'll find another swell space coin to add to your album. And on the outside of every new hot Ralston package, directions for entering the contest in case there's no Weatherbird shoe store near you. Look for the package with a picture of the Commander or Cadet Happy on the front. So go to your Weatherbird shoe store for your free coin album, get a package of good hot Ralston with a free space coin, and enter the Name the Planet contest now. And now, back to our Space Patrol adventure, the Iron Eaters of Planet X. While Buzz and Happy are on a trip to Venus, their refrigeration system fails. The interior of the spaceship rapidly becomes stifling because of the sun's heat absorbed by the hull. As they attempt to locate the cause of the trouble in their ship's cooling system, they discover 2 enormous worm-like creatures, literally feeding on the Endurium bulkhead of the ship. They seal off that compartment, but find dozens more of the metal-devouring worms in the corridor. Now, with air rapidly escaping into space, they stagger toward the forward end of the ship, gasping for breath.
Peel off this section, Hap. Help me with the door. Yes, sir. There's another worm in the bulkhead over your head. Here's the spacesuit locker. We'd better get into our spacesuits before that one eats through the hull. Here, Hap, get into it quick. Yes, sir. The worm dropped to the deck. Hey, look at that hole. All the air will be gone before we can get our suits on. I'll press my spacesuit tight against the hole. That'll stop the leak till you get into your suit. Then you do the same for me. Yes, sir.
Fighting against blacking out from lack of oxygen, Happy struggles into his spacesuit. Then, revived by the air supply within the suit, he holds his gloved hand over the hole in the ship while Buzz dons his suit. A few moments later, Buzz is at the controls of the ship, correcting their vector toward Venus. Happy returns from an inspection back aft, smiling through the faceplate of the spacesuit.
Commander, I got great news. What do you think? Those worms are all dead. We can seal up the holes in the ship, cut on the air supply. All right, Hap. We'll seal up the holes, but we'll keep the air turned off until just before entering the Venus atmosphere. Yes, sir. But why? For two reasons. With no air in the ship, the interior is now as cold as outer space. That's a bonus with our refrigeration system out of order. Yes, sir. But what's the second reason? The worms. How do you know they're dead? Well, they died when the air left the ship. Perhaps it was the cold that affected them. To make the ship warm again by bringing air up to normal pressure, they might thaw out. Keep it cold. But, sir, what makes you think it's low temperature rather than lack of air that stopped? Well, it may be a coincidence. But isn't it strange that we should have this mysterious trouble with our cooling system on the very same trip that those weird, vent-eating monsters show up? Wow. How did they get aboard the ship? What did happen to our cooling system that wouldn't register on our electronic trouble indicator? Did you think they were already frozen when they were put aboard? Someone planned the failure of our refrigeration system to revive the worm. But who could have done it? You might have a clue after Professor Erskine examines these creatures. Professor Erskine? Venus University. He's an authority on planetary zoology. He can examine the worms while I'm at the hospital talking to Professor Below.
Hours later, Happy sits in an office at Venus City's Space Patrol headquarters, anxiously awaiting the commander's return from his conference with Professor Bullough, the expert on mass psychology. At last, the door opens.
Commander, did the professor come up with an idea? Can he tell us how to disorganize the reactor plant?
We can't expect miracles, Happy. Before he can come up with a practical plan, he's got to know about conditions on Planet X. Better luck with the other professor, though. Zoologist.
Oh, will you talk to him, too?
Yes. Professor Erskine examined our metal-eating pets. He had to dissect them with an atomo torch.
I'm not surprised.
Their systems are designed to transform metallic substances into nourishing chemical compounds. Not like the living creatures we're familiar with, who are dependent on plants to transform minerals into food.
Are any of the worms still alive?
Yes, they're revived. They're safely sealed in old-fashioned wooden boxes. They won't eat anything that was once alive in the sense that we know. No meat, fish, plants, or food.
Yeah, just nice, juicy Endurium wrenches and tender spaceships.
The professor is sure their basic food is iron. They lift it with a magnet.
But where do they come from?
He doesn't know. He refuses even to guess.
Well, if he doesn't know, who does?
We do. The professor eliminated all the planets but one.
Planet X.
Right.
But how did they get in the ship? Who put them there?
We're blasting off the Terra immediately, Happy. There's someone there I want to talk to. Someone I think can answer.
Meantime, in Prince Baccarati's castle, His Highness is receiving an urgent spaceable message from Terra. Unscrambled, a frantic voice is earnestly pleading.
Something went wrong, Your Highness. Corey is still alive. He's coming back to Terra.
I've already heard the news, Triangle, from my agent on Venus.
Question me. He probably suspects me as it is. If he gives me a brainograph test, he'll know everything. You've got to protect me.
Don't worry. Corey will never question you. I'll order one of my other agents on Terra to take care of you. His name is Brugger. Now, don't worry.
Thank you, Your Highness. Thank you.
Baccarati out. Yes, Brugger will take good care of Birdgen, the incompetent bungler.
Back on Terra in his private quarters, Bert Gant paces the floor nervously. In the corner is a bag packed with a few belongings. At the sound of footsteps outside his room, he stops pacing, eyes staring wildly at the door. And then...
Who is it?
Brugger. Open up.
Oh, God, wonderful. I've been worried. My bags are all packed. I'm ready to go.
Put it down, Gant. You aren't going anywhere.
But His Highness said you would take care of me.
That's right. You're this.
No. No, don't shoot me. This is all a mistake.
Yeah. You made it. His Highness doesn't like bunglers.
There are other people in the building. They'll hear the gun.
It's silent. Now lie down so you won't run.
No. No, Ruger, please.
Drop it, Ruger.
Huh?
I said drop it.
He came just in time. Came just in time. You know what he was going to do.
Yes, I know, and I know why he was going to do it.
What do you mean?
Don't play innocent, John. You supervised the loading of my ship. You saw to it that those metal-eating worms were loaded into the refrigeration compartment in metal boxes.
Really,
You fixed the solenoids and the magnetic heating exchange pump so they conked out. As the ship warmed up inside, the worms thawed and ate their way out.
I didn't do it. Honestly,
Commander. You had it done then. Baccarati's orders. That's why you were afraid to come to Venus with me. You never had a minor operation. I had your record checked.
I had to do it. Baccarati had something on me. Something that happened years ago. If it had come out, I could never have held a good job with the government.
So you helped a man who's trying to destroy the government you worked for. That's great logic, son. Now give it to me straight and fast. I'm in a hurry. Those worms came from Planet X, didn't they? Yes. Where on Planet X?
From the Iron Mountain. It has a high percentage of iron ore. The worms are thick on it, and then it's like an apple.
X is a big planet. Where is Iron Mountain?
In sector L15, about 100 miles east of the Colossus River.
Happy?
Yes, sir.
You'll see that Gant and Bobo are locked up. And we'll blast off the Planet X. First, we'll pick up some fishing tackle.
Fishing tackle?
Yes, several tons of steel netting. Let's get these fellows ahead.
Many hours later, the Terra 5 soars over the surface of gigantic Planet X. No enemy ships challenge them because Baccarati's warning system, destroyed by Buzz and Happy on a previous foray, is still virtually useless. Mile after mile of the vast planet rolls under them. And then, finally, a barren peak looms blackly ahead against the setting sun.
That must be Iron Mountain, sir. It's checked with the grid coordinates.
Notice it's not a glowing thing for hundreds of miles, not even a weed. The metal-eating worms have this area all to themselves.
They can have it.
All right, Hap, I'm going to cut our velocity and get ready to land at the base of the mountain. Open the bomb bay.
Bomb bay open, sir.
Lower the net. Cut on the cargo winches. That's enough. Now, when we land, a tangle of steel netting will be stretched out on the ground several feet behind the ship. Stand by to cut rockets.
Standing by.
Cut rockets. Full repeller ray.
What's to keep them from attacking the ship?
The repeller ray. A half unit ought to keep them away. It won't lift the ship.
I'm worried about the cables holding the net to the ship. Those are steel, too.
They're covered with thick plastic. It's organic material, not mineral. The worms won't touch those cables.
Commander, they're crawling to the net already. It's almost as though they could smell it.
We'll wait till they get a good haul, then we'll blast off.
Within a few minutes, the heavy steel net is a mass of giant crawling creatures, eagerly devouring what to them is a rare delicacy. Finally, Buzz turns to Happy.
We'll blast off now before they do much damage to the net. Cut on the rear magnetic beam. That'll hold them to the net, and also keep chewed-up pieces of the net from falling.
Yes, sir.
We'll rise up several feet with the repeller ray, Hap, so the rocket blast won't ruin our dinner party. Fire rockets. Cut repeller ray. We'll go up several miles where it's good and cold. That'll put the worms quietly to sleep the way it did in our ship.
I don't think we've lost any of them, sir.
We'll keep our velocity down fairly low so the net won't trail back into the rocket blast.
And that means we won't reach the reactor plant until long after dark.
That's fine. Baccarati's men won't be able to identify the ship. When it flies over and nothing happens, they'll assume it's a Planet X ship.
High above Planet X, the Terra 5, with its strange cargo dangling beneath it, roars toward the nuclear reactor plant through the utter blackness. Then, through the infrared viewscope, Happy sights two tall metal towers rising several hundred yards from a group of massive buildings.
There it is, sir.
I'm going to fly as close to those towers as I can so the net won't have to fall far. Professor Erskine assures me that the worms are practically indestructible and have absolutely no sense of pain. Still, I'm going to make it as easy as possible.
The net's just a few feet off the ground, sir.
All right, Hap. I'm going to fire nose rockets and fly to the teleray. For a couple of seconds, we'll be hovering right next to the towers. Be ready to release the net.
Yes, sir. Cut it loose. All clear, sir.
Let's get away from here.
And so, with a burst of speed, the spaceship leaves the reactor plant far behind. Then, using the row of hills to the east as a shield, returns and lands to wait developments. If the ship has alarmed the personnel at the reactor plant, there is no sign. Hours pass. Then, in the dim light of dawn, black lumps on the ground begin to move. The chill of outer space is leaving their bodies, and they awake. They munch contentedly on strands of the steel net, as though it were soft spaghetti. Soon, the net is gone, and they crawl toward the Endurian towers. There is no hurry, no greedy scrambling. There is food for all, hunger. The towers continue to radiate their tremendous, invisible energy across Planet X. And in the growing light on top of the hill, Buzz and Happy watch. Then, suddenly, Happy exclaims,
Wow. See that flash of light?
The worm from North Cross trace in one of the towers. It fell and cut through a heavy power line from the generators.
Hey, the crew is coming out of the buildings now.
Yeah, screaming out.
Hey, look at them scattered. And no wonder the towers are buckling.
The men are in no danger, but they don't know it.
There go the towers. That mob doesn't know what to make of it. But, sir, a few of them are running toward this hill. They must have seen us.
Yes, so did the rest of them. They're heading the other way, toward the river.
Scared to death, I guess.
Happy, how many men do you count running toward the hill?
Well, let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 8.
That's what I got. Those are the men we came for, Happy. The atomic experts Baccarati abducted. Let's go down and meet them, Hap.
Yes, sir. You know, Commander, I've always heard that a worm turns, but I never expected to see a worm do anybody a good turn.
That's my good bet.
An action preview of next week's exciting Space Patrol adventure in just a moment.
Space Patrollers, this is Commander Corey. I don't want you to miss the opportunity to win the Giant Rocket Clubhouse or one of the other big prizes. You'll have to hurry. Go with Mother or Dad to your Weatherbird shoe store for your free Space Coin album and contest entry blank. If the Weatherbird man has run out of albums, ask him to get you one. Then you get a package of hot Ralston with the free Space Coin inside. Remember, see your Weatherbird shoe dealer, get some hot Ralston, and enter the Name the Planet contest today.
And now, a preview of next week's exciting Space Patrol adventure. Buzz and Happy are in a scientist's laboratory on the planet Venus, bound hand and foot by Prince Baccarati. As they struggle to free themselves, a vacuum pump steadily draws air from a chamber containing a powerful chemical.
Keep struggling, Happy. You've got to cut off that pump before the chemical explodes.
The cord is digging into my wrist. How much time have we got?
It'll blow up when the indicator reaches 1/100th of an atmosphere pressure.
100? Smoking rockets is almost that right now. The ropes are so tight I can hardly move.
Be sure to join us again next week for the thrilling story, Cyclone in Outer Space, when Instant Ralston and Regular Ralston again present Space Patrol! Space Patrol, created by Mike Moser, starring Ed Kemmer as Commander Corey and Len Osborne as Cadet Happy, was written by Lou Houston, produced and directed by Larry Robertson, executive producer Mike Devery. Other players were Bela Kovacs, Ken Mayer, and Norman Jolly. Dick Tufeld speaking. Now, don't forget to tune in next Saturday and every Saturday when Instant Ralston and Regular Ralston again present Space Patrol! This is Dick Tufeld in St. Louis, reporting on the twin-jet Air Force fighter, the McDonnell Voodoo XF-88A. In a moment, we'll hear from the noted test pilot who flies this plane, Phil Houghton. Speed of the Voodoo is a military secret, but it's plenty fast. Wingspan is 40 feet, length 55, weight 10 tons. And now, Phil Houghton recorded this morning at Lambert Airfield.
After seeing the Voodoo, I guess you know why I like my job. There's one thing about it, though. The test pilot has to stay in good condition, get lots of sleep, and eat good, healthy food. That's why I like rice checks and wheat checks the best. They've got plenty of energy in them, and they really taste well. I think you'll like them, too.
No other cereal, puffed or flaked, contains so much nourishment in such concentrated bite-sized form. Do as Phil Houghton, J. Ray Donahue Jr., and other top test pilots do. Make your cereals right checks and heat checks. Be sure to see another exciting Space Patrol program on your local ABC television station. Consult your local paper for time and channel. This program is broadcast to our armed forces overseas through the worldwide facilities of the Armed Forces Radio Service. Space Patrol came to you transcribed from Hollywood. This is ABC Radio Network.